Hello! This is my stim music. I have it on a 15-minute loops. Mix them up loops. That's okay. Yeah, Namco High has actual Namco characters. You play as one of the cousins from Ball Roll Game. Katamari Damacy. Yes. Christ, we're off to a start today. Cashew? Could you not? He's like, I'm gonna steal your glasses. Yeah, you play as the non-binary Katamari cousin. Hi, how's Seth? I put a box next to the desk and now Cashew's going wild. And I'm also sweating. I've been sweating all day. I'm wearing shorts now. But yes, you're thinking of Namco High, which I decided I'm gonna play after you've read Homestuck just because there are Homestuck characters in it, which would be very hard for you to follow, I guess. But also, hello Seth, how are you? I hope you're having a fantastic day. And hello Sunberry. I'm excited to play this game because you influenced me. Yes, you influenced me to play this game. They explain most of the Homestuck shit pretty well. Yeah. But it's spoilers, yeah. Exactly. Influencer out here. I keep forgetting to put my boobly in the fridge, and I don't want to drink warm boobly. I'm out here influencing you to drink water from a badass Raven cup. Yeah. Day was good. It was productive. How was yours? Yeah, you were washing your car, I saw. What did I do today? What did I do? Oh, I went to therapy, and that was cool. It was actually a really productive session for once. I was like, boom, head clear. Just gonna figure out what I actually want to work on now. Nana and I had worked on some stream stuff. I thought I was gonna do some prep for tomorrow's stream, and then instead did a bunch of puzzles all day. I'm just really in the mood to just do puzzles. Terezi's root involves a kismissitude. Yeah, Orville's not ready for that. And yes, warm sparkling water is icky. You gotta have it cold. The only sparkling thing I'll drink warm, I'm fine with warm root beer and warm ginger ale. But congrats, Seth, on all your productivity today. I'm sure that I'm gonna be productive tomorrow. I have to finish my costume for tomorrow. I forgot to get the other lens pink. That's all I have left to do, so. I made chocolate chip banana bread, washed dishes, and I'm planning a cooking stream. Taking inspiration from Chaos Kitchen, but no chaos recipes. Let me know. I need to be there. Hopefully it's on a day off that I have, so I don't miss it. For reference, my days off are Wednesdays and Saturdays. This Saturday, I'm doing it. I'm gonna be there. We have cinnamon pumpkin chocolate chip muffins. Yes, we do. I'm gonna eat them for breakfast tomorrow. I'm excited. Because I haven't had the energy to unpack my shopping bag from yesterday when I got some groceries. I got those on Monday. Didn't I? I got stuff on, I don't remember. Cute fall recipes? Yeah. I thought about doing a pumpkin spice themed Chaos Kitchen, but then just forgot. Staying there more than one day, yeah. I don't know, I'm just a forgetful little guy. Just a forgetful little guy. That should change hopefully soon. Or not, that's fine. I forgot to do my French today. I'll do that after stream. I was just like itching. I had to like play, Picross all day. With the Picross puzzles all day while Nana played Splatoon. I just needed to listen to the Splatoon soundtrack and listen to the haptics and see the cute visuals of that game without vomiting. So it's only helpful if I like watch Nana out of my periphery. And this song that's playing right now is from Splatoon 3 and I can't get enough of it. Pumpkin Mac is legit. Witch's Brew Lemon Lime Punch. Velvety berry cupcakes with candy corn bats. Oh my god, that's so cute. Okay, I've had pumpkin fettuccine, I made that last year, and that shit slaps. We made that for when we watched Over the Garden Wall, which we're gonna watch soon. Oh my god. Because I did want to say, I mentioned it in Discord, but I'm changing my schedule because next week I'm starting a class. I'm going to be... I'll probably still be able to stream 3 times next week, but then after that I'm getting intense. So I will be streaming twice a week instead of 3 times a week. So, but I'm thinking making Wednesday nights just a Discord night, and we'll just like watch stuff together and just hang out to self-care. Just a self-care priority chat kind of thing. Because, damn, I don't self-care enough. And going back to school is hard. What kind of class, if you don't mind sharing? I am taking a certification for phlebotomy. And that will be 3 months of work. So, it'll... Hopefully, it's all online, so I can just sit here with my terrible posture and just... It's gonna be scuffed as hell because my computer's upstairs and my computer downstairs. But I'm gonna be cute and we're gonna have a good time, so yay for charity. Oh, you're doing it for charity? That's exciting! Yeah, I'm lucky I live in the tiniest apartment in the world and I can just, like, use my 15-foot Ethernet cable into the kitchen. And it's no problem whatsoever. I just need like a wireless mic, so. But yeah, that's a thing that I'm starting, because your boy's tired of retail, so. There's a charity milestone award for the charity stream we did last month. Oh, okay, cool. I feel bad, because I haven't been able to like hit your streams, because you stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays when I work. I used to spend every Saturday morning with you. But... you know, I can catch the VODs, too. Totally had to look that up, but that's so cool. Good luck. Yeah, basically a bloodsucker. I'm the guy that'll put the needle in your arm and pull your fluids out. And then send it off for testing. So, that'd be cool. I like blood. Blood's neat. Just in time for Halloween, you know? So... Hi, Cashew. What's up? He did a sup nod at me. What a bro. So, that'll be my week. Yeah, next week will just be the last week of 3 days in a row. I'm planning to add another day to the schedule since I quit my job for self-care. I'll let you know when I figure out which day is getting added. Hell yeah! Because I miss watching you and hanging out with you. It's not the same watching your VODs, because then it's just like, I can't chime in and make you laugh. Because that's my favorite thing to do. Because you have such a good laugh. You have that like little high-pitched giggle, and I'm just like, I made her laugh. It's great. I'd always like come home with my bagel, and then like I eat half of my bagel in the car, and the other half I eat while watching you. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna try to focus on a task while I watch Sunberry, but she's being too funny, so I can't focus on my task. That's always how it was. You're always a joy in chat. Thank you. So are you. I love having you here. We love Sunberry. I'm gonna show you out just because I want to. Sunberry is cool as heck. One of those cool people. Boom. Take it. I appreciate that. I used to get made fun of for my laugh back when I used to care more. Still healing to hear. You know, I have the same insecurity. Like, I really don't like my laugh, but I want to learn to like my laugh. And watching back my VODs, I'm just like... But sometimes I'm like, okay. It's getting used to my voice, but getting used to my laugh is still weird. Which sucks, because like, laughter is my favorite sound in the whole world. And I would remember, there used to be this boy I had in a boy in my class in high school, and he had the most infectious laugh. And we would all get laughing because of him. And so, since then, I've always just loved when people laugh, so... Like your laugh, so freaking cute, thank you! Hi, Mothman! We're talking about laughs. You know what's a good laugh? Orville. When we get Orville, like, laughing so hard he's uncontrollable, that shit sends me. It makes me so happy. He's adorable. How's Mothman? Are you hanging out, having a good time? Aw, yeah. I'm going alright. That's good. Is your eye out? Is your eye feeling better? Making your friends laugh to where they can't breathe temporarily is fun. I know! It's so great. Which reminds me that I have to make that TikTok I was planning on making. About the time I laughed so I peed myself. It's not feeling better. Oh, I'm sorry. My hand hurts because I spent over an hour drawing. I'm proud of you for doing that. I haven't drawn anything in a while and I need to get back into it. But yeah, I got some TikToks planned. Maybe I'll get it done on Saturday, I don't know. What are those, you know, like those rhyming ones, or the ones that they do with the Nicki Minaj music in the background? I'm gonna do one of those, and I wrote it out so it rhymes. Maybe like a whole poem, because as much as the stories are captivating when they don't rhyme, they're better when they do. So... And then I had another one. It was like making fun of... playfully making fun of stay-at-home girlfriends. So I just need to script that one out. But I got the whole weekend off, so... Oh wait, no, I won't be streaming 3 times next week. I keep forgetting. Oh well. But yes. I'm sorry that you're not feeling better, Mothman. Hopefully that, a little rest will help in a couple of days. So... Anyway, I will play the Tekken game. There's 3 minutes left in the song, but I don't care. I'm just obsessed with this, Splatoon music. Okay. Do-do-do. Alright. So I've never played this game. I only know a little bit about it. It's basically in the age of, this is Arcade Spirits. It's in the age of, as if, arcades never went out of style. And that, like, video games never became, like, a home thing. And then, my brain's trying, I promise. And you're dating? As if the 80s arcade crash didn't happen, yeah. And you're trying to find a date by being a cool gamer at the arcade. Yes, it's in the 20 whatevers. But arcades are still cool. Pac-Man is the principal, I think, in Namco High. When's the last time y'all went to an arcade? Because I went to an arcade when I went to the arcade with Sith back in April, and that shit was awesome. Every dateable character is a babe. Yes. Does Chuck E. Cheese count? Sure, Chuck E. Cheese can count. Went to an arcade the other day, but you did? When were you in an arcade? A couple years ago? Yeah, I got this sick picture from the bathroom at the arcade. It's this place in Milwaukee called the Garcade. And they got tons of stuff. I played Bubble Bobble for 2 hours on the whatever machine. I forget what it's called. The Neo Geo. They had a Neo Geo cabinet. And I played so much. But look at the wallpaper in this bathroom. It's Mario! So there I am wearing my mask in the bathroom. I have the NES Bubble Bobble. Can we play? So look at this shit. Okay, you can't really. But it's like old school. Had too much fun. Almost passed out doing DDR. And then, couldn't learn right-handed Guitar Hero. Because I accidentally muscle memoried myself into left-handed Guitar Hero. So I just played Bubble Bobble for 2 hours. Me playing this game as a pansexual person is constant panic. I'm a Libra too, so this is gonna be rough. Database, system, online, new profile detected. Analyzing. Profile, new profile, economic bracket, lower middle employment. Thank you! I think you will have a definite preference for someone. I love to go to an arcade. Yeah, they're so much fun. The bee catching game. I've never been to Chuck E. Cheese. Economic bracket. Lower middle. Employment category. Bleak. Current emotional health rating. Low. So the game's coming in hot. Ideal candidate for premium level assistance. Proceed. Negative. Hi, Dad! How are you? I hope that you're having a good one. This game is going to call you out so many times. Okay. First we get called short and having a... You are my dad. You're my dad. Boogie, boogie, boogie. Yesterday we got called short and inattentive by Linebeck during Zelda yesterday. Jeez, my brain is just soup. It was lovely. Oh, the bees are striped balls and they gently float around and you catch them with a net for points. Oh, okay. I am a flame roasted berry, can confirm. Okay. Premium level assistance re-requested. Proceed. Negative. Pretty please. Negative. Overriding denial of assistance. Establishing premium services for profile 23771. Justification. Hope. Hope should be rewarded. Spirit must be restored. Now compiling personal metadata. I can make a me! Oh, this is exciting. Okay, first of all. We're going non-binary. Yeah! Let's make a little Holden. Holden. I can't spell my own name. He's nuts. Make Walter White! Oh, that's funny. I'm gonna go green. You're gonna regret. I'm not gonna regret this. No, I'm not. My eyes are like a greenish color. Clothing. Purple, green, pink, purple, black. We're going goth. Hairstyle, skin tone, hair color, eye color, clothing color. I don't get glasses? What? Blue hair and pronouns. Green hair and pronouns. Yeah, I don't think you can make Walter White. There's no bald option. Yeah, we're going non-binary. It's gonna be good. You can in the new challengers, though. Okay. The customization spare bones in this one. They add more in the sequel. Okay. Okay, if we like this enough, I'll buy the sequel. Okay. Name. Holden D's nuts. Pronoun they, is this correct? Yeah. Premium. Why do I always do this? Yes. Yes, Holden D's nuts. Okay. It's just like how we almost named our character Testicules in Phantom Hourglass. This is how gaming works. Okay. Your level assistance profile for 23771 Holden D's nuts has been activated. For the sake of their hopes and dreams. Starting a new challenger in 2 weeks? Okay. I'm excited. The following is a work of fiction. The following is a work of fiction. All references to trademark classic arcade game... Shit! Good doggo update. Doggy. Cashew's asleep on a box. He's a good boy. Okay. A little fuzzy. Level 1. Put your quarter up. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. It is the future, year 20XX, a dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. I'm glad Cashew stopped causing chaos briefly. Yeah, I have 2 other pairs of glasses just sitting here on my desk. He's like, I'm gonna rip them off. Rip them off the desk. Rude. Woe be to the human race, plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister, I don't know. maybe robots, maybe? Evil robots? How's that work? Yeah, fuck these glasses in particular. Yeah, no, sorry, the future year 20XX is pretty much what you'd expect it to be. Non-flying cars, smartphones, pro gamer celebs, internet trolls, personal assistant AI, cheese-flavored snack foods. This game's speaking my love language. Roombas are banding together for ultimate revolution. If I had a Roomba, I would dress it up. I'd give it like little bat wings or something. Put little googly eyes on it. Give it a name. Maybe give it a tattoo. But even with such wonders as 20XX holds, to date I've had no part in any of them. I've worked as a dishwasher, a shoe salesperson, and lifeguard for a local community pool, despite the fact that I cannot swim. I don't care what era of human history you live in, kiddies. Peeing in the pool is pretty much a constant thing. Trust me on this. I'm the one who did it. As for the bustling metropolis of 24-hour neon utopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny and cool, let me show you. Behold, my quaint little apartment. This looks a lot like my current apartment. Yikes. Man, this looks just like our apartment! Even like the missing smoke detector, the hideous brown cabinets, this bare bones ass oven. The game doxed me. Well, we have a bit more clutter. And we don't have a nice wooden table. We have like a card table for like poker. And we don't have a coffee table. And your roommate isn't as cute. Yeah. No. In this game, my roommate won't be as cute. No, trust me? We'll see. Can't complain, really. Really, it's paradise, in a relative sense. I pay half the rent. Neighborhood stabbings have been down this year. Okay, in New York. Also, my roomie picks up any stray socks or shirts I leave lying around. Incorrect, but... in fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to most in the family tree. Or at least I was before today.
You got fired from another job?
Oh, there's voice acting.
Seriously? Seriously? That's 3 jobs since we left the suburbs.
Nana, can you do your hair like this? can no, I cannot. I will not allow. Would you wear cat socks, though? Yeah. Wow. Friend. E-girl? TikTok e-girl? Here for it. I would consider it, but... you would never see because I don't wear skirts. We'll get Mothman cat socks, yeah. If I get you in Secret Santa, I'll buy you cat socks. The horrified-looking young woman there would be my roommate and childhood friend, Juniper. Okay, that's the one thing this game doesn't have right. I don't have childhood friends. I'll get Orville cat socks, too. I think I would rock bangs like that. I look like Lord Farquaad. My dad, if he's still here, can attest to this. On my high school my driver's permit photo, I looked just like Lord Farquaad. It was not cute. Basically your childhood friend. Yeah, you're basically my childhood friend. My childhood started 8 years ago. I basically feel like a child. She's also the one who encourages me whenever I lose a job. Like, you know, today.
I don't get why you aren't more upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset
A child.
on your behalf.
Let me turn the voice acting up.
Hey, listen.
That's a reference.
Hey, listen.
Okay. I don't get why you aren't more upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share a loot, little. I do not think... oh, yeah. I already read that. Pool's closed, Juniper. Not much I can do about that. Why get upset? Plus, I was the one who peed in the pool. Because you actually enjoyed that job. More than you enjoyed dishwashing soap and smelly socks at the very least. I'm not complaining. I'm not the complaining sort. These things just happen. Things fall apart. The center does not hold. That's just a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it? I mean... No, I mean the community center literally fell apart and the pool won't hold water anymore. Whatever, I'll just get another job. Any job will do, as long as we can make rent, right? Wrong! I saw how mopey and tired you were, coming home every night from those other crappy jobs. At least when you got back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling.
What's the point of us moving away from home if not to get away from all of that?
I love her. Nana, can we get a roommate like this?
I mean, we both left that town so we could try to find happiness, right?
Damn, that's also true.
I just want us to be happy. Both of us.
I thought you hated your job.
Come on.
No deflecting, this isn't about you, but yes, I hate working at Target. My red shirt doesn't match my pink hair. My mind's made up. We're going to find you a job that's just as good, if not better, than the lifeguarding job. Let's start from the top. What's your dream? Well, I'm standing in front of class to give a speech, and I forgot to put on my pants, and... Your dream job. Well, first of all, I don't dream of labor. Oh. I don't know, Juniper. I never really given any serious thought.
I got it.
Oh, hey, I think I got just the thing to help you out. Juniper pulls out her phone, rapidly tapping an unlock code onto the glass before pointing out a little pink icon. It's a virtual life coach app. Mine keeps me from being late to meetings. Totally free, too. My cousin introduced it to me. Wasn't he the guy who ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower? Now that's Nana! Nana, do you have a hot cousin with pink hair? You won, though! You burned yourself twice since we've lived together. Would have worked if he got the fuel mixture in his water gun right. Anyway, I'm sending a copy to you now. More than twice, okay. I'm still thinking about the dandelion fluff. Dandelion fluff. Oh man. Cottonwood fluff, yes. Anyway, I'm sending a copy to you now. I got a pop-up an hour ago offering me 500 points just for recommending it to a friend. Great timing, huh? Well, as long as you're earning points, I guess. At least give it a try, okay? Maybe I can point you at some good jobs, one with less socks and or urine. I'll think about it. Okay. But don't think too long, right? Oh, I like this. My jaw is chiseled! Ooh! In the end, I installed the app. Couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. Not that I find it annoying, I mean it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my life too. Both of us had it rough. Up to and through the point where we left home to try and start a new life. A better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Bless her heart, she means well. She's been firmly in my corner for all my life, the two of us, against any dark forces aligning against me. But that's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic, yes, but skilled, no. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but yeah. So the main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidney sold on the black market or something. Still no sense in messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Right. That bed also does not have enough plushies on it. Just saying. No dreams, no nightmares, just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. By the time the morning light leaked through the cracks in the blinds, I didn't care anymore about being unemployed again. Juniper had already left to catch a bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she left a note for me, pinned to the tiny fridge we shared. Remember, download the app, find dream job, make money, sort your life out. I believe in you. So, moment of truth. Do I trust in Juniper's weird little app, or just go find some job that pays well enough to cover the bills? Well, I'm gonna assume the game is gonna railroad me towards the app. So, let's fucking go for it, I guess. But, figuring at the very least, her miracle app could possibly help me find a job. I load it up, tap the icon, and...
Oh,
Can I date my phone? That would be cool! Hello? Huh? Okay, see, that's what I mean. Anybody else would freak out over a cute girl climbing out of their phone. Me, I just went, huh? The sequel to... Then I gotta play the sequel. I want to date my phone. Also, it's one of those new kind of 3D screens, so, you know, not actually magical realism here, very normal in the distant future year 20XX.
Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach. This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums.
I like pizza yums.
Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime?
Pizza bagels!
Wow. Would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts?
Yes, yes, yes,
Thank you
yes,
for subscribing to Pizza Facts.
yes.
I'm here to help you get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all your dreams come true.
Pretty tall order for an app to do. Or are you some sort of wish-granting genie? I need this app! Holy cow. Well, I suppose in the modern parlance, a massively interconnected database searching virtual assistant could be considered a kind of genie in a bottle. But honestly, all I can do is give you the chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere. I glanced up from my phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items strewn about my apartment. Motivation is something I have a ton of, honest.
Hooray!
That's super! I'm really looking forward to working with you. Before we begin, do you have any questions? Sure, why should I use the app at all? I mean, my phone already has a voice-activated assistant AI. You can just say, hey phone, search the web for job listings, and they work just as well. Ah, but I have an advanced emotional language interpreter. I'm smarter than the average program with more heart. I can help you sort your life out by analyzing your personality, finding you a perfect path in life. All thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent-pending, super-duper identity identifier system. Between you and me, they really wanted an acronym that matched my name, but couldn't figure out what to do with the letter R. Would you like to know more? Yeah, give me a sales pitch. Every time you think about saying something, I can tag it with an identity. That way, you can be the sort of person you want to be. Yeah, honestly, I've always wanted to know, like, algorithmically, like, how my consciousness would be. Like, TikTok's the closest thing to knowing my consciousness. Like, we're so close to having algorithms that just know who you are on such an offensive level. So right, yeah. This system allows me to better understand who you are and what you need from life. I do this by analyzing your tone, inflection, and word choice. Thank you. Would be fantastic for little autistic moments. I can spot 5 different identifiers in your responses to people. Quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically. Sounds to me like your programmers also wanted a bunch of things ending in Y. That's correct. My branding game is on point. Quirky responses use jokes, snarks, sarcasm to make light of a situation. Just the thing for picking up someone's spirits. But a badly timed joke may not win over the room. A video of a living turkey watching a turkey being roasted in the oven popped up on my TikTok today. Did you send it to me? Because I high-key kind of love that. It's kind of funny. It's sad but kind of funny. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground, but that might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. Lastly, you can always take a basically option. It's a balanced, neutral response, safely moving the conversation along while learning more and digging deeper. Can I have this in real life? Dear Lord. Over time, I'll build up a personality profile for you based on your identity identifiers detected in your speech. Maybe you'll be predominantly quirky, genuinely steady, a mix of both. Who knows? It's up to you. So what you're saying is, I should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy? Oh, and never speak basically. I mean, being basic's bad, right? It sounds bad.
Nope.
Heck no, they're all useful in the right context. There are no bad choices. Consider what you should say, and go with what feels right in the moment. Don't limit yourself. Sure, you could gamify your personality, but it's more fun to let it happen naturally, you know? Just be you. Now let's see my patent-pending identity identifier system in action. How do you feel about dad jokes? Hi, jokes. I'm dad. Seriously? Seriously? Hey, I never said I was good at dad jokes, just that I could go for them. So, now that you've seen the identity indicators in action, do you want to see the indicators like that so you can make an informed decision? If not, I can hide the indicators. Keep it a surprise. That way it doesn't influence your decision making. It's up to you. I would like to use them. That is so helpful. Okay, you'll see indicators in all their glorious color. What if I'm colorblind? That's why they're also uniquely shaped icons. Don't worry, I got your back. That's a thing I've always wondered about, because stoplights and the green is on the bottom and the red's on the top, but sometimes at nighttime all you see is the light. So how do you know if you're colorblind, you're like red-green colorblind, and it's dark out, how can you tell? Also, hello Ren, how are you? I know that some of the stop ones will have like a flashy light in the center, but not all of them are like that. That's why I like the ones that are arrows. Left of that video. I'm good. I like your door, by the way, Ren. That if I wasn't renting this place, I would totally have you vandalize all my doors. You are a hilarious artist. And now I want to see if our door can take an expo marker, like our front door.
Fall Guy J just resubscribed.
Fall Guy J! Hello! They gave it the aw, Denise, I like her. Thank you, Fall Guy J. How are you? I haven't heard from you in a while. You missed Zelda yesterday. I missed you. I know you're always there for Zelda. I got called short twice. Yeah. Anyway, as we go along, I'll analyze and tally your identity identifiers. In fact, let me show you now. I have to fill that door up. So tired I fell asleep. Dude, I don't blame you. Nana drank water. Nana slept so much on Saturday that I would like to see a contest between who would sleep more, Nana or Fall Guy J. Okay, so we're quirky. That's it so far. The video I got was, oh no, it's Melanie. That's a shame. She was really nice. I don't know. I don't know. Nana doesn't wake up. Once they're asleep, you have to shake them awake to get them to wake up. So I think the most I've seen them sleep in a day was 14 hours. a lot. You're pretty good at sleeping. That's the one. Yeah. Oh no, it's Melanie. That's a shame. She was really nice. 28 solid. How can you sleep through a whole day? It hits 7:30 and my body's just like, we gotta run, we gotta run, we gotta run. Hi Ricky, how are you? We are meeting our personal assistant on our phone. I did 5 days once, but I was in a coma. What the fuck? Oh my god. Ricky and Jay walked into the... I don't think that counts, but I'm glad you're not in a coma. I've been sweating all day and I'm sweating even worse from that. Thank you. That was kind of a lot. Ricky's just gonna leave because of that. Yeah, I'm glad that they made it out too. There's some nano lore, holy shit. I'm just like... But look at that! Such a sharp personality!
Water.
Thank you. I'm always in a pocket. I mean, I'm pocket-sized. You asked me a single question. Off to a great start, I'd say. And hang on, you're scoring me? Didn't you say not to gamify my personality? I got a pocket full. I got a pocket full of sunshine. Taking a huge bow heat for that one. Yeah, you're gonna need it. We're all gonna need extensive therapy after Nano the Lore. I think I've heard it, I don't know. My brain's not doing good today. The aphasia said we're gonna be rude. So... I don't know. I think because I didn't do my French, my language center was not activated today. I've just been looking at numbers all day. So... You're at least 23 minutes into the game, I've not met a single dating candidate. Let me take it at my speed! Take me away, a secret place, a sweet escape. Yeah, I know that one. Yeah, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I'm thinking numbers, so I gotta gamify it a little. Anyway, studies show that achievements, or Chivos as the kids say, encourage app engagement. Just like Duolingo. Okay, well, what's with the empty space on the left? Oh, I also track your vocal responses from people you meet. Once you get to know some folks, I'll let you know how you're getting along with them over there. Relationship scores, wonderful. Yeah, this would help me so much. So will you also tell me what the correct responses are to avoid making enemies, or do I need to go find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making of my daily life? Holden, you're looking at this the wrong way. Generally, people won't get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately and repeatedly provoke them, and it'll be obvious when you're doing that. Will it though? I promise you that if you bungle a few social encounters, it won't really hurt anything. No cheating needed, just relax and have fun. You can access your scorecard anytime you like with the Q key, or click on the score in the upper right corner of your screen. And that's everything. Okay, but how is any of that supposed to help me get a job? People don't get annoyed unless you provoke them. Yeah, well, I'm different. I just gotta breathe and people are annoyed. I only downloaded this app because my roommate claims you're a great life coach for the unemployed. What good will taking a quiz off the back of a supermarket checkout rack magazine do with that?
It'll help me understand your spirit, of course.
You can talk to ghosts? Is there a ghost in my room right now? Am I a ghost? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's the rule.
No, silly. I mean your spirit. Your hopes and dreams. Your life's passions. I can even help you find romance.
But I need to be employed. Romance, seriously? Seriously, often you can find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place. But if you'd rather focus on gainful employment for now, that's fine too. Workplace dating, well, that's a recipe for disaster, and hitting on coworkers right from day one can be kinda awkward. I agree with that track. I would never date a coworker. Could never do it. People don't get annoyed. Yeah. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right out of the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression. If I meet the right person, why put it off? Never dip your pen in company. Damn, you're so right. Oh, wow. How do I want to handle this new opportunity? A lot of my coworkers date each other, and it just makes me so put off. I'm like, how can you do that? One time a new employee came to Wendy's and told me she sympathized with murderers. Oh god! I'm running, I'm quitting, I'm quitting! So anyways, sure, I'm open to the possibility if I meet anyone nice. Stay focused, I'll play it cool on day one at least. I'm just not interested in romance. Yeah, without flirty first impressions. I'm trying to get employed. 1 is horny on main, 1 you get less dialogue, 2 is ace mode. Oh, okay, cool. I'm excited. Right now, I'd rather focus on finding a career. Any sweet loving can come later if I feel like it.
What up? I'm Jared, I'm 19, and I never fucking learned how to read.
Well, I clicked the answer right after. Okay. That's fine. I'm sure as you get to know people better, romance will eventually bloom. Or not. It's up to you, really. Now let's get started. To finish analyzing your personal history, please authorize me to read your social media feeds and personal information metadata. Haha, I knew it! This is some kind of scam. I'm gonna wake up in a bathtub of ice missing a kidney. Sure, I can help you register as an organ donor. Actually, I am registered as an organ donor. Who wants my organs when I die? After you finish this day, I'll send you my favorite clip of playing this game where the character called another character yummy and I had to pay. Okay. Sorry I missed out what's happening. One of my mom's oxygen tanks fell and I thought a bomb went off. Can I? Yeah, you can have my brain. We can make one big... I want my brain to get studied for, like... CPTSD and ADHD and autism. That would be fascinating. Sure, I can help you register as an organ donor. Or were you being sarcastic? Sorry, I haven't quite finished analyzing your personality. I couldn't tell. iZombie mode makes your brain with some spicy ramen. For a second I thought, oh, you're gonna... the word... One of those words, I think Bon Appetit, in my brain mixed with the word Muppet. And I was like, is Mothman gonna put my brain inside a Muppet? Because that's how I want to live. They look too delicious. I haven't seen that show. I know the actor Raul Coley, though. He's really cool. He was on, several episodes of Funhouse. Relax, I won't share your information with any third parties. This is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorized? Another wonderful Juniper recommendation here, just like the 17 help books on my shelf. Still 18th times the charm, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Please enjoy this recorded music.
I love elevator music. Not Nano sighing in the other room. So, do I just stand here, or...
Thank you.
Thank you for waiting. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview. 13 minutes from now. Girl, I got commute! Yeah, of course zombies eat brains, because they're basically dead, their taste buds don't work, so they gotta add shit ton of spice. Yeah, Nana, let me have fun. Please put on some nice clothes, nicer than those. Please. I don't think that's too much to ask. What? For your interview, silly, you want to look your best. But okay. How did you land my dream job in 20 seconds flat? Simple. I'm awesome like that. Now get a move on, tut-tut. You need to catch the 10:8:20 bus. And that's 9 minutes away. Well, this is happening. Adding hot sauce to his coffee. But I have a chance to get off this runaway train. Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete the app and go find a real job. That'd be the safest option. I could... No, let's do it. Does the game just end if you say no? Normal person, someone with high standards, would have deleted the app right there rather than hop a bus to meet up with what were very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys. But me, I was already getting dressed before she finished that sentence. It's not that I believe the silly app's claims at serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter. Honestly, I expected another shoe shop job at best. I want to rewatch the show now. I didn't finish it, so I gotta start from the beginning again. That's why I haven't watched Witcher Season 2. I was trying to rewatch it, and then... Whew. Husband's ordering food for tonight next to me. Just heard him gasp and go, trash! Very excited, and I'm not sure if I should be worried about... Oh, no! Is he getting you Taco Bell? But, well... What is my dream anyway? What the hell, let's do it. Like I always think about the flow. Oh god, this is the hardest. This game's starting off with a hard choice. Better not, I don't like Taco Bell. I don't say no to trashy fast food, but I do have a line. I've never had Taco Bell and never will. When you can go to Moe's for like the same price and better flavor. What the hell? Let's do it. Juniper's right. I need to get my life in gear. So what's the harm in diving into something this wacky? Okay, there could be a lot of harm, granted, but the alternative is to mope around the apartment for weeks and then egads, go get a job anyway. So I thought, screw it. I'm in on this runaway train. Let's see how far it goes. I can make my own cheesy gordita crunch. Maybe I can make that on one of my days off. My cheesy gordita crunch. But potato instead. I really do love to talk about. No. Won't catch me dead there. When in doubt. And as I came to realize weeks later, it turns out that was the best impulsive decision I've ever made. I always got that thing on me. Piggy. So I don't have my Subaru in this universe. Whole story? Whole story? Wub sub. One clothing store. I just can't get over Mr. Barry whispering, all I desire is trash, as he adds Del Taco to the cart. I knew it was gonna be tacos! The bus drops me off, oddly enough, not very far from Juniper's office building, although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that. This is, well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are relics of the 19-whatever places, where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into a tight space as possible. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore, a place called Whole Story, an arcade, a fast food joint, and a boarded up health spa once called Lattes and Enemas, which sounds... sounds like a good time. Sometimes you're in a mood, yeah.
Hey, listen.
What do you think? What do you think? I think that's two things no human being should ever combine. I do have a recipe in my vegan fast food cookbook for a cheesy gordita crunch, and you can just read the veganize in it. Just de-veganize it. Yeah, you can send it to me. I would love that. Yeah, I think Iris is based off Navi. I think that's two things no human should ever combine. No, I mean about your future place of work. I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these businesses exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or... I know about old books! That was my degree! Your personal healthcare companion. And I'd rather not be a fry cook. The one in the middle, silly. Wait, behind the arcade? It is the arcade. Aww. Trust me on this, I referenced and cross-referenced and cross-cross-referenced your personality details, personal history, and social media connections. This is your dream job. My dream job, really.
99.97%.
Yes. I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big businesses in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celebs. 5-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream. But, well, restaurants are popular too, right? And for everyone who opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef, TM, a dozen more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold, and sure, those who make it can secure fame and fortune, but those who don't, well, no wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. That's a real picture. Video games weren't always this popular, though. I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the year 1980 whatever, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash, which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad like hula hoops, no mainstream acceptance. For instance, one of the factors could have been a terrible game based on a kid's movie, but a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home. Wow. Wow. If this game was complete poop butts, like poop from a butt, and massively overproduced, it'd ruin video games for years. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed, that game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crash was averted. The crisis only exists in theory now. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like for people in the darkest timeline, where everything went wrong. Are gamers considered nerds and outcasts? Are arcades vanishing points of nostalgia? I'm a nerd! Oh, cool. I love my outcast nerd homies. Wimps for life. Mind boggles. But make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Many make a run at it, only to come up short. Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job I'd enjoy and could keep for more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Iris, this isn't me saying no, it's an interesting prospect, but... I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure.
99.97%.
Would this be like my lifeguard job, though? Satisfying but short-lived? This arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's no Deku's place for sure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in, 15 years. Send me the recipe, thank you. Huh, I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. Wonder why I stopped going to them. Well, Nana, we're having gorditas for dinner on Sunday. Ooh, yay! We get some fast Sunberry moment. Iris interrupts that thought, eager to show off her homework.
My sources say yes.
Trust me when I say 99.97% sure. I meant it. That's not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but my math is deadly serious. My coders made me to be warm, personable front of database array that's currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need, right here, right now. And when this place inevitably collapses and I lose my dream job, what makes you think that is going to happen? Because it does. It always does. Nana's attacking me again! I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. We've always had to, I don't know, compromise, settle because things rarely work out. You always have to be ready for the worst. That's why I take things in stride these days. Does that mean you shouldn't even try? Open mouth to my protest and close it. As often as life tends to crumble out from under me, it's not like she was wrong. I still had to try. I mean, what the hell, why not? Buy the ticket, take the ride. That's what I told myself when I walked out the door this morning, wasn't it? No matter how risky, I owed it to myself to jump in with both feet. And when I came crashing down, well, I'd recovered before, I'd recover again. Meanwhile, I may as well take the opportunity in front of me. So, I opted to push on through those doors and see what waited for me on the other side. Fear. Okay, we got, Snake. We got Castle Crasher. Oh, we got like a little, pinball. Some shooty game. Dance Dance Revolution. Those driving games. The wheel's too small, so I don't know how to play it that well. The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze, albeit one smelling of copper and corn chips. Based on Time Splitter, it's a very classic shooter. Oh, okay. As it's early in the morning on a weekday, it's not too packed with gamers, although it's packed with games I'd probably have a hard time finding anyone anyways. The taco meat, you can just get regular beef and a packet of taco seasoning, instead of all the extra stuff the recipe asks for. You can get the Taco Bell taco seasoning mix and spicy ranch at stores if you want to get close to the real thing. Okay. I got tons of spices in the cabinet too, so maybe I'll make a pumpkin spice gordita crunch. At once, I'm struck by something odd. I actually recognize most of these games. Neat. Considering I haven't walked in an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here from the looks of it, like really old. You try pumpkin spice tacos. Although I don't recognize that game with the stage lights and things, maybe it's karaoke or dancing, a Japanese
My
import.
sources say yes.
Checking, that would be Showtime Stage, a collaboration with a Nihana heavy industry concern and Hubert's Records in Germany. It won a lot of rewards. I recognize most of these. Whoa, is that seriously Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze? But the one in the middle with the split screens is new to me. Fist of Discomfort, a hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat-em-up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years. 2 genres I was utterly lousy at last time I checked. Yeah, esports and fighting. And over here is an old lady. Hi, lady! I like your Pac-Man earrings. I feel like Sunberry's gonna have this swag when they're an old lady. Sorry ma'am, I was just talking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't think she even registered me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind the ticket prize redemption desk, and offers a wrinkly smile.
Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex.
Yes! The what?
Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear?
I love you, Francine.
Well, I chose to knock off the first 2 words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980. No, just the Funplex, I suppose. So, how can I help you, dear?
Get nacho cheese flavored taco shells? Okay, cool. Funplex. Is that when you suplex a client? The genie in my phone set up a job interview for me. You've been in business. Not feeling these. Not feeling these. That would be an insult for her calling it a Funplex. Conveniently bleeping the year never stops being funny. The storm of 1980. Beep! I wasn't technically alive for that, but I heard that was pretty awful. Oh, we've enjoyed many a nor'easter around these parts. You get used to it. My little arcade stood a test of time and weathered all elements. Also, hi back on PC. Hello. Welcome home. Hope you're comfy in your chair. We've actually been around since 1970. Back when the games were in black and white and pinball was all the rage. Oh, how times have changed. That long? But I thought the arcade business was high risk. Not when you hire good people with love in their hearts. Actually, are you here looking for work, perchance? I am currently classified as job-seeking, yes. Oh, thank goodness. I've been hoping someone would reply to that ad I posted on the webs.
Please call me Francine. As in Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it?
TBH, I need an ergonomic chair, but I kind of need one too, honestly. Like, I love this chair, but like, it's not helping my posture, and it's not helping my bisexual sitting. And I need to get like one of those straps to keep my feet in place that they give for autistic kids. Because damn, my back is
Actually,
damaged.
thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband.
Oh.
Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
No, don't be. He died doing what he loved. Having intensely physical relations with me.
Okay, this game's going full gilf mode. Information I didn't know, yeah. Now I'm glad that I said that she's gonna be you when you're an old lady. And you are? Holding these nuts, man! Very well, shall you return to the office to conduct your interview? I'd carry on out here, but it's rather noisy, isn't it? Yeah, about that. How do you deal with the constant noise anyway? I'm autistic. I need some like accommodations. Oh, eventually you just sort of learn how to filter out all the beeps and boops. It can take weeks to become acclimated, I've found, but in the end, done. She quirks an eyebrow. Well, now that's faster than the others, not bad. So, shall we see what you're made of, This way, please. Francine leads me down a back hallway past public restrooms. And into a door marked employees only. It takes all my restraint not to point out the extraneous apostrophe. Yeah. Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I suggest we do this in Gavin's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy, he's been so overworked lately. Please, have a seat and we'll begin. Is Gavin cute? As quirky as this place and its owner may be, at least I'm confident that I can nail the interview portion of the proceedings. I've interviewed for a dozen jobs, held down 3, I know all the standard questions. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see in your weaknesses? Once, I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to prove my communication skills. My favorite one is telling people to sell a pen. Considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but the point is I'm confident, prepared, and ready.
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
I once had a job interview ask me what animal I'd be, and I said I'd be a possum. Because possums are very supportive parents. They carry all their babies on their back, and I love carrying my team on my back like they're my babies. And they also do a lot of things that are very good for the environment that a lot of other creatures don't like to do, but they don't go back to them if they lose them. I mean, yeah, I am very good at severing relationships if I have to. Having that boundary is also important, Orville. But, like, ticks, for example, are something that society doesn't want to deal with. They don't like ticks, they're a pest. And possums are like, yummy, that's food, I'll eat that. So I will do the things that people don't want to deal with. So, tend to be dead instead of facing me. I mean, sometimes, actually. You know about my conversations I've had with the big cheese. Actually, an involuntary fainting response. Their conscious response is the threat is to... Yeah, that too. I do respond with a lot of snark to higher-ups who tell me what to do. So, if you were a dinosaur, what would you be? What?
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Right, okay, maybe this wouldn't be a typical job interview after all. No problem, go with the flow, let's do this. I want to be the big dude! It's like brontosauruses. If you're gonna go dino, go big or go home. And not really brutal meat eater. Indeed. And nothing says self-starting go-getter looking for a dynamic job position quite like a 16-ton, slow-moving lump of meat. I'm obsessed! This is a useful defense against predators, except for the most deadly enemy, the common automobile. Brontosaurus is not a real dinosaur? I want to be an ichthyosaur, and I can just go with my lower jaw. Alright. Maybe I should have gone with raptor. Everybody likes raptors. Sauropods? I don't know, I'd be whatever, like, the cousin of the frog is, or something.
What's your favorite?
Ichthyosaur is not a dinosaur. It does not go with its lower jaw. What's that one elephant thing that has the 2 teeth on the end of its trunk and it has like a jaw at the end of it? It was a misassembled skeleton from a couple different sauropod fossils. Well, my favorite snack, I like bagels. Bagels is not a snack. I like pretzels and I like popcorn. And I like chocolate. Snack. Birds are dinosaurs, otherwise the closest living thing are crocodiles. Yeah, I love a good gator. Love a good gator. Snacks. Tacos, always tacos, but snacks.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
Say pizza bagels! Yes! Shoo. Come now, dear, I don't have all day. After giving it a good thought, well, how could I forget my favorite snack? Tacos. I love almond butter. Apatosaurus, Seismosaurus, plenty of sauropods, but Brontosaurus was just a juvenile Apatosaurus put together with several other skeletons. Let's go with the apple with almond butter. I got some almond butter in the fridge, or in the cabinet. That shit's good. When most people talk about dinosaurs, they're talking about non-avian dinosaurs. Apple a day keeps the doctor away. Yeah, you learn that Holden has almond butter in his cabinet. I'm hungry. I need something that's got enough nutrients and protein to carry me through the rest of the day. That's good. You know how to plan accordingly for a situation. You know what they say, you are what you eat. Next question. Nothing I prepared for has helped me plan for this odd interview. Avian dinosaurs still walk the earth. They're called birds. Yes! Birds are basically dinosaurs. I brace myself for the next one.
What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse?
Want to see how hard I cry? Is this the interview for real or is this a dream? Look at Francine's deadpan expression. I know she's 130% serious. I want to do the medical. Everyone at work says that I'm really good at responding to injuries, like super quickly, and I stay calm and I know exactly what to do for different scenarios. And if I plan on being in the medical field, I should hope so, but anytime I see someone injured, I need to know what to do because I want to help people. Medical, definitely. In a world without lawyers, I'm sure I could do a reasonable job. And you are going in a field that requires you to be comfortable with blood. Exactly. Exactly. But seriously, I did have a take of first aid class when I worked at the previous jobs, and CPR lessons. I am going to get CPR lessons, yeah. That's a great point. Doctors and nurses will all be exposed to assorted patient zeros and will be the first ones eaten. People with any medical knowledge will be in high demand and could be the difference between your party living. Mothman technically owns multiple dinosaurs. Is that a face, or did you just say the number 80 for fun? And dying slowly. And painfully. Oh, yes! There's this commercial for a local, nursing college. And the dumb, like, they have those, like, highly accurate technical dummies that the nurses work on to practice. And they're just like, they're so terrible. One more thing.
Here.
Why are you here? Chance. Question is so simple, almost actually relevant to career planning. It takes me off guard. See, I'm actually prepared for this kind of question. They always ask me, well, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I always say, I see myself happy. I am a very I can be an indecisive person, which I already mentioned as one of my weaknesses. That my indecision often makes it hard for me to be happy. And in 5 years, I want to see myself happy. And they always say, that's a good answer. So, I told you I came about the job offer.
Seeking a job, true. But that doesn't really answer my question, does it? No doubt. You think my interview questions are a bit silly. But I like to think of the Funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks. Most folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it as just another way to make a quick buck. But...
Popcorn! Yay. Made with real Oreo pieces. Wow, thank you, Nana. I'm not gonna eat it now. I don't want to eat popcorn while I'm doing a voice acting game. But thank you.
You're doing a voice acting game?
Yeah.
Oh. Fooled me.
Wow. Bench? My favorite person.
Well, I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters.
Quarter.
And I expect you'll find the others working
Bench.
here see it as something more too. Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie. And for my friends, it lies within the Funplex. Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position, that's all he wanted. And he didn't last long. So I ask you again, why are you here?
To be happy. Be honest, I didn't have a better answer than why not. Buy the ticket, take the ride, that's what I told myself. But that wouldn't cut it here. I needed to actually think this through. I'm torn between if I don't dare to take risks, I'll be stuck, or I don't know, or looking for hope. But this is a good one, but not a confident response. You always need to be confident. It says, no dream. It's an album. It's one of my favorite albums by Jeff Rosenstock. No bad answers, so I pass on confused. Yeah. I understand what Iris was saying about this being a wishy-washy response a little bit. I'm a go-getter. I feel like my life's been in a rut for over a decade. Now, I didn't mind. Not really. I can go with the flow, but another decade of that? 2? No, I need to take a risk and try something totally new. Damn, this is really coming for me. I needed to play this game. This is the perfect time to play this game, considering the way that my life was going. Everyone's been pushing me to find a job that's more than a job, just like you're saying. Is this job my dream job? I don't know, but I have to try. I have to take the gamble, or I'll never get anywhere. Not to say I'm overly impulsive. I worked as a lifeguard recently. You have to be sharp and ready to act, but with a cool head. I can do that for your Funplex, too. That perks her attention. So glad. I felt the same way when I played Deaf Cried while talking about my dreams. Yeah, this game is, like, very real. Oh my, a rather serious occupation, that. And an unusual step from such troubled waters to a land of make-believe. You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it. Yes, ma'am. I got fired after peeing in the pool, and I don't know how I got hired anyway, because I don't know how to swim. My roommate says she often noticed me smiling after coming home from work. The writers are astounding. They knew who they were writing for, and it sings. Just like when Nana made me watch Monsters University right after I dropped out of grad school, and then I was like fucking sobbing. It's why I will never shut the fuck up about playing this game? Yeah, exactly. Which makes Francine smile in turn. I can't say I can offer a role with such high stakes, but you'd be surprised at the many ways one can save a life, even here. Very well. I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work. I breathe easier at that. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had, to be sure, and yet it felt appropriate. Like it was about far more than just filling a slot on the payroll. Francine leads me back to the arcade floor and to introduce me to my duties. It occurs to me now that I forgot to ask exactly what duties this mystery job I accepted really involved. And what's the hourly wage? Francine gestures to the seat she was occupying previously, a stool behind the prize desk.
How marvelous.
Welcome to your new position, Holden. Sitting here, you mean? Sitting here and helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes. I glance at the wide array of pencil toppers, rubber spiders, tiny plastic toy cars on display. Well, for prizes at any rate. Maybe it's salary. If your boy can get salary, I would cry. That's why I will never I read that part. It's such a relief. I'd really been stretching myself thin lately, trying to fill in since the position was vacated. If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting? Something about being so bored out of his mind that he felt like jamming one of those 500 ticket plush dolls down someone's throat. Are you kidding me? I would love this. Who cares about slow traffic? Like, poor dear, he just wasn't cut out for this line of work. Grandson would know I have no patience for such nonsense. I'm sorry, the last person to work at this desk was your grandson? Anyway, Gavin should be by soon. He'll handle paperwork and all that administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all this talking's tired me out some. I'll be in the back office if you need me. Okay then. Aw, look at me. I'd be a lot shorter than this, though. I'd be like, right. I adjusted my seating on the semi-comfortable stool, leaning against the desk. Beneath me, a wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. I could have lost hope then and there that this job would even be slightly more engaging than being a diner or dishwasher, but chose to look on the positive side. To be fair, you have a stool? Yeah. When I sit on the stool at work, I'm taller sitting than standing. I'd be helping kids obtain toys that would become nostalgic memories for years to come. I got this little guy from an arcade. I got this little guy from Dave & Buster's. And he holds up my, my shortcuts for OBS. Or at least he tries. So that I know to push this button for cat. Or I can push, I can do what? Boop. Boop. Who needs a stream deck? I've worked that job before at Peter Piper Pizza. It wasn't great, and I love people. I prefer making the pizzas than dealing with the parents that think their kids are God's gift to humanity. Yeah. That's one of my things about food service that I can't stand, is the way that the guests act. It's that whole entitlement for your product. And it's like, dude, I'm here to pay my rent. Like, I miss being completely fulfilled by my job, because I used to be fulfilled by this kind of thing, but not anymore, you know? I only feel fulfilled when I genuinely help someone, which rarely happens these days. Any minute now. Have you ever taken those steps? It's just a matter of figuring out, oh, I'm unhappy. I'm gonna become happy. Took a while, but I figured it out. I crave the sweet embrace of death. I've been sitting here for 2 hours now, and nobody's walked up to obtain a novelty fun plug shot glass, or color-colored pencil set, or a light-up yo-yo. Lunchtime's approaching, and so far, the only people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults with no interest in cheap friendship bracelets. Reminder that capitalists want you to hate your obnoxious customers more than the bosses who throw you at said customers for a paycheck. Yes. In the process of doing that too, and it's scary as hell, proud of us both. Keep me in the loop, homie. Maybe we can, like, keep each other in check with the whole job process. Thankfully, my first customer of the day arrives before I could start wondering if one of those 500 ticket plushies could really fit down someone's throat. See, that would have been 2 hours of valuable time to scroll Twitter. Or maybe not. Nope, he's just walking around by me, his head buried in reading some sort of spreadsheet off his tablet. Was he here to play? He doesn't seem like a typical businessman on a break, or unwashed and unemployed game aficionado, in fact. He's a snappy dresser. Seems like a cool dude. I really enjoy having Buddy. Also, we need to talk more. We do need to talk more! I'm always just, like, so busy. Don't feel free to reach out first if I forget, because that's my problem, is I'm always just like, I need to talk to this person more, and then I don't because I forget that I need to talk to that person. It's a vicious cycle. Memory loss blows. So you always have my permission to DM me first. I'll send you memes and tell you to play games with me. Okay! I need to get back into Fall Guys. I haven't started the new season. Try to do that more actively now that I have some time and feel less depresso. That's a great idea, though. When I was unemployed, I spent so much time talking to people. I do kind of miss having at least that social time. Most guys I know are content to toss on a t-shirt and jeans, not this guy. Even in an arcade, he's sharp like a linoleum knife. In fact, that rather pointed look he's offering me after doubling back is a rather linoleum knifey too. Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? What are you doing behind that desk? Where's Francine? I am Francine! Oh, why I am Francine, dear. The wonders of plastic surgery!
I think not.
Out now. Kidding, I'm holding. She hired me to work the desk. I'm her grandson's replacement. He doesn't look pleased with me jerking him around like that, but he nods satisfaction anyway.
Good to hear.
It's about time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work the desk. She's got gusto for an octogenarian, and loves working the floor. But sitting here all day and handing out toys and dealing with problems wears her down. I was gonna make a Splatoon joke. I had to clench my poppet real tight. So she explained the job to you, gave you the papers to sign. She said Gavin would handle that stuff. With a sigh, he rubs his forehead, feeling a headache coming on. Oh shit, that's Gavin!
I'm Gavin Cooper. I'm the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure we manage to keep having a business, rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes.
Right, so, as you've no doubt guessed, you'll be exchanging tickets for prizes. But that's the least part of your job. There's more to it than that. You're the floor attendant. You attend the floor. Gavin is very attractive, has some bright spots, but also a bit of a stick in the ass. Indeed, very cool, but deaf no nonsense. That's really funny. Like, opposites attract, maybe? We'll find out. Stick in the assness. You attend the floor. What, the carpets?
Seriously?
The floor. The arcade, the games, the patrons. You're the one running around, putting out fires and sorting our problems. I'm afraid of fire! Technically, you're our second floor attendant. Ashley will begin later, but we need two. One to roam, one to operate the desk. Did watch a friend do a Gavin playthrough, and it's quite interesting. Ah. I do it myself, but I'm typically busy in the back office, making sure the whole thing doesn't fall to bankruptcy. That's why Francine loved filling in. She's a people person, she loves helping out in a pinch. I am not a people person, as likely you've gathered. That's not to say you're alone out here, though. I'm in your corner, at least. If things go south, you tap me for advice on what to do. You got a phone? Of course. Gavin quickly passes me his business card. He apparently had a stack of them at the ready in his pocket. Go figure. His phone number's listed at the bottom. You ever worked in a high-pressure customer service job before? Yes! Shoe sales. Smelly socks. You have no idea. Right, well, you know how to keep your head when a customer doesn't, I hope. But anything goes sideways, you text me, I'm not around. You text Ashley or Naomi in that order. Who and who? You'll meet them soon enough.
I think not.
Above all, do not bug Francine. She's practically retired. Let her enjoy that retirement in peace. Well understood? Okay. This isn't my first pony ride here. Not my first explosive ordnance test. I've worked retail and food service. I've worked as a lifeguard at a pool. Managing stress in difficult situations, even life or death ones, is something I've got experience in. You can rely on me. Yeah. I speak his language.
Indeed.
Good to hear that. If you can handle yourself and exercise good judgment, you'll last a hell of a lot longer than the last guy who sat here.
If you stay clear and honest with me, do your work, do it well, we'll get along swimmingly.
You
I
got
have
it.
enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please, don't add to my problems.
Magical arc of what now? Gavin sighs again, a stress release gesture. But his expression softens somewhat
I
afterwards.
take it Francine told you her theory, that this is more than just a job, more than just an arcade.
That's my understanding.
I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain. If I'm hurt, then that's because optimization is a factor of my job.
Yeah, I'm getting a job, yeah.
Everybody working here wants to work here. This is where they belong, for one reason or another. Me, I love chaos. I love wrangling chaos specifically.
Well, I mean, I'm chaos. If you want to ring.
The arcade industry is high risk, high reward. I manage that risk so that they can also find happiness in their lives. Everybody in this business has a dream they're chasing. It's a fragile thing, prone to getting hit. My job is to see to it that never happens. That includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years than desperately propping up a semi-failing business. So, you find some value in this place beyond your salary, or you'll burn out. Trust me. Last guy to sit there burned out hard. Now, can I trust you to mesh with our merry misfits?
Yeah. You don't have any issues with me. I'm a solid worker.
Thank you.
I suppose that's a good starting point. We can build from there. Anyway, I need to go prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't be working until we've crossed the I's and dotted the T's, but since I'm already sitting here, you'd rather I stick around. That would be accurate. If you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today anyway, it'd help us out a lot. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi likely could use a hand in the workshop. A good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Got it. Wait, someone else is here? I haven't seen anyone else. Yep, that sounds like Naomi. Her workshop's through that door there, the one next to the UFO catcher, the crane game, to use layman's terms. Satisfied for now, Gavin heads into the back, presumably to the office to go crunch some numbers. If Francine's really taking a nap back there, hopefully he's gonna crunch quietly. My first coworker ended up slightly less cool of a guy than I thought he'd be. But he's not a jerk, definitely. I get where he's coming from. Plus, I've known really blunt people before. It's easy to mistake them for jerks, especially at first glance. Figure I can give this guy an honest chance. Yeah, he's a capitalist, but that's okay. We can make him a comrade if we want to. Anyway, I should meet my next coworker, this Naomi that he mentioned. Although I could swear Francine and I were the only ones here until now. What does your shirt say? It's the second time. No Dream. It's an album by Jeff Rosenstock. I have the poster there too. It's a blacklight poster. A double door also marked employees only, also with an apostrophe. Leads from the arcade floor to what feels like an industrial area of sort. I mean, I love that we can just see no at the top in big bold letters. No! Why is Mr. Toad's Wild Ride? Oh, that's cute. I didn't know you had a Mr. Toad shirt. Yeah, I have a picture of me on my phone just going... Makes me laugh. I turn that handle and step inside. In a little room tucked away between the back offices and the Phoneplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi's, spoken only of in myth and legend. A girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away on what looks like an old tube-style monitor. Huh, I didn't realize they had so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor into place. The lingering smell of melting metals fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop. Excuse me? Professor Naomi would be my favorite character, but turns out there are other characters, even more my type. Excuse me? Better way to interrupt her. I was worried no matter what I did, she might, I don't know, burn her fingers or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense.
Ah!
Oh, hi.
Oh.
Hello.
Hey, you know this room is for employees only.
Yes. She said with no
Are
apostrophe.
you lost? Do you need something?
I'm holding these nuts. I'm the new floor attendant starting today.
Oh!
Oh.
Hi. I didn't realize Francine already found someone. I guess I forgot to check my text. Oh, whoops.
She's giving ADHD. She spares a glance at her phone on the nearby workbench, where a huge stack of green notification messages lie in wait. Ah, Ricky likes Naomi. One thought comes to mind on actually seeing her. When I didn't notice her until now, she was totally focused on the task. I was assuming retro arcade nerds were... No stereotypes. No commenting on people's bodies, either. We love bodies. This room's right at the heart of the building, but totally isolated with the heavy doors closed behind me. I can barely hear the arcade. Considering how completely and utterly dedicated she was to that monitor, not even noticing me, I guess that's also why. But what I first noticed is her smile. Even when squinting to see the tiny components on that circuit board, even when laser focused, she was smiling happily. Oh yeah, you don't get the option to say you think she's attractive. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh. You get more option. Oh. I didn't pay attention. Well, I already chose by the time your message sent. I was like, I'm here for a job. I'll show you the clip with my interaction with Gavin after stream. Okay.
Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Fun Futz's Techie. Hi! Pleased to meet you. I was expecting Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me about now.
I mean, I want to compliment people's bodies or appearances the first time I meet them anyway, so this is just, like, true to me. A little slow burn. He's busy doing strange things with numbers.
Yeah, that sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help? Great. Give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy, and I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last
Sit! I'm gonna need a cough drop after this stream. Sith. Hello, how are you? You don't compliment it, you think about it in your brain. How are you liking this game? It's definitely on my wish list. I'm enjoying it. You missed the part where we got attacked? Like, the apartment looked just like my apartment. The whole, I need to get a job thing. That attacked me. And in fact, Noah, I think this is the perfect game for you to play right now. I mean, I get paid on Friday. I could give it to you as a little gift if you want. Because I care about you. I wouldn't mind. Yeah. Let me be nice to you! Or I'll throw you out a window. I don't know, maybe you want to be thrown out a window, I don't know. Really, what happened last time?
Well, I...
Oh, right. Why could they... Yes and no! Yes and no! There's more to the game than that. Friendship or defenestration only. There's more to it than a job. We're on a window? Kinky! You sound like you've been hanging out with Nana. I mean, you can throw me out a window. Okay, window's right there, let's go. In the Zelda games, you unlock fuck. She helps me lift the large cathode ray tube, slotting the heavy metal framework into place within the exposed guts of a nearby arcade cabinet. Once done, she starts hooking wires back up to other wires. There's a surprising number of green circuit boards in that largely hollow wooden shell. This is the first time I've seen the inside one of these things. It's weird. Lots of empty space, a couple large slabs of circuits, and that beefy monitor. Beefy. Let's ask. Why is it so empty in there? Seems inefficient. Couldn't you pack it with more games in the arcade if it was more compact? Not really. It's more about the footprint on the floor than the vertical height. Naomi keeps working, using a pocket multimeter to check various connections as she speaks.
Let me explain.
I mean, compare American and Japanese cabinets. Ours are designed for standing players, so they have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy cabs are shorter, so you play sitting down, but I prefer American style. Ours have more room for art. That taught me something. She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the many keys on the desk and keys on the keyring at her side. Then she steps back to admire her handiwork. There's a genuine joy in that smile. Not just at the job well done, but looking at the whole thing, like it's a fine sculpture.
So
Everyone in this game's
beautiful.
autistic. Ooh, I love the classic Midway style. Look at those sharp angles. The side art decals, the bold font on the marquee, the bezel artwork. The what on the what and the what artwork? I know exactly what she said. They hang out in an arcade, of course they're autistic. With a sigh, Naomi points out the key features to me. The strip across the top with the game title, that's the marquee. The artwork that wraps around the monitor, that's the bezel. I mean, you see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is, working in harmony to give this game its own unique feel, its own experience. As for me, well, heavily made by neurodivergent people. That's why I'm glad they gamify the personality. I just want to go back to the arcade with Sif. It was so much fun. Bunch of weird looking boxes in a row look ugly. The way she stares lovingly at this, well, honestly, this box of wood and circuits and vacuum tubes and stuff, I think I understand. It was made to be one whole thing. The art, the style, and of course the game itself, all of it part of the same experience. Everything about this game is the game. If you run it in an emulator or on a game console instead, it's made lesser. Yeah, I guess I can see it. It's beautiful in its own way. Oh, good. Naomi lights up with joy like a pinball machine, all twinkly and shiny.
Woohoo!
Finally! So few people really understand the beauty of a classic arcade game. Having someone I can talk about this stuff is gonna be great! Especially with that jerk Gavin running the numbers. Gavin? What's wrong with Gavin?
I don't know.
Okay, well, don't get me wrong, I can get along with him, generally, but his whole attitude is just... oh.
Ugh.
All he really cares about is money, he keeps the arcade running, yeah, but I just don't know if he had his way, he'd gut the whole place. Anybody's gonna ruin the funplex, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable. That doesn't sound right. He seemed easy enough to get along with, and what's more, Gavin gave me that whole speech about protecting their dream. This looks like a pretty sore point here. long-standing argument with that new person really shouldn't get involved with. And yet, I'm involved, aren't I? I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin. Classic me, getting in between. So I'm not sure I should prod at it, but I kind of want to, you know? I'm gonna keep talking. I just get so mad thinking about what evil money-minded schemes he's probably cooking up.
No.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna get worked up. Besides, it's not right for me to dump all this workplace gossip right on the head of the newbie. You seem like a good person, and you love arcade games like I do. I don't like money either. I feel you, girl. Right, let's get back to work, shall we? Now for the less fun part. You seem strong, strapping kind of person. Well, a strong person at least. Well, you're a person, that's enough. I'm semi-insulted then. Okay, let's get to it. Right, a little to the left now. My left, my left. You're right, careful. More, now forward, right, correct. Okay, let's go like Kirby right here. I mean, not to turn the right, not turn to the right. Keep it coming, and come at. There, carefully, carefully tip it into place. Victory. Okay, learn something. Let's move B. We gently ease the rolling dolly forward, the giant wooden box slotting into place alongside its neighbors. The two-wheeled dolly makes it easier, but hardly easy. Especially with Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched or worse, falling over. But with the work done, she's all smiles again.
Yeah.
Okay, glad to be done with that one. I swear I've been working on that monitor for ages. Those tubes are finicky as heck, and I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback, but thanks for helping me out, Holden. I think you're gonna do just great here. Happy to... right, stomach growling. Food required, except... wasn't expecting to be actually working today. I forgot to pack a lunch.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
Shh. Hey, so any good restaurants in walking distance? I think that bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but... Oh, not really, unfortunately. I mean, there's cheapo Wub Sub sandwich place, but even if that stuff is super tasty, you don't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Iris is part of the bagel squad. Hey, I know. Leave right here. And she's off, scurrying back to her hidey hole. And she's back! From her hidey hole. Lunchtime, here you go. She presses a box lunch into my hands. It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mom. It's who learned from her mom back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles and all sorts of good healthy things. Wait, you're giving me your lunch? Sure, why not? I can't take this. She's gonna starve. And yet when I first... She's probably on Adderall. She's good. Yet when I first walked in as a stranger, she quickly looked super comfortable with me. That escalated quickly. What will you have for lunch then? Well, I just get some nachos from the vending machine or go hit the whole store next door. I got a booked delivery to pick up anyway. Yeah, no, accurate. But you said eating healthy was important. I also love pizza bagels. I kind of want to make some now.
See ya.
See you after lunch. Can't help but think she was just looking for an excuse to go get some junk food instead. I'd say Naomi definitely fits in with with Francine's ideals for this arcade, but she's got a love for these games and it shows. Giving me her lunch? Me, a total stranger? That's a kindness I don't know if I deserve. But I appreciate it all the same. So a bento box. I've only seen these in anime. It's cute. Probably has plenty of calories too. Armed with a box of health food, I retired to the employee lounge to get my munch on. Yeah, now I really want some pizza bagels. The room where I had my bizarre job interview will suffice for food times. Not much, a few folding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my loaned lunch. This is Nana's favorite character, I can already tell. Incoherent screaming. I actually scream, but I really need to. My throat hurts. You're 100% accurate and also completely incorrect about why. Because she's a mascot? With my mind and body screaming wildly, my paralyzed form is unable to move from this vision of terror before me. Half person, half animal waves their appendages in front of me, likely closing in for the kill. Not because of the mascot costume. Hello? Anyone in there? See? Nothing to be afraid of. Ah, right, I see. Looks like you've stabilized. I was worried I scared the life right out of you.
Hey, so, I'm sorry if I traumatized you. Really. Can we start over, maybe?
I love her voice. In my head slowly, although that could just be muscle spasms from being in shock.
Ashley.
And I'm Holden.
I'm also Pinky, the Funplex Flamingo. It's my secret, yet not so secret identity.
What the funplex, what now? This is almost too much to take in. Gavin was a lot. Naomi was off the scale cheerful. I've met some really intense people so far.
Did you sneak into the employee section just to get my
A
autograph?
furry! Yeah, that's why Nana likes her. She's a furry. Me or no?
Oh, I thought you would recognize Pinky from all the signs around the arcade. Pinky is the mascot of the Funplex, after all.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. After all, I mean, I work here.
You work here? Since when?
Today, this morning to be specific.
Oh, awesome! Welcome to the Funplex.
I mean, it would have been way cooler if you were just so enamored with the chibi flamingo creature plastered on every wall that you had to know more.
Let's see.
You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all the games, sliding right on up to the employees only door. But how did you get the door code then? Of course! You would have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart and decided that 4-digit number had to be the intel you needed. Did she say phone sex flamingo? What game is he? Yeah, the head is sideways. I mean, like, has Conflict played Only Cans yet? You need to get him to play Only Cans.
Let's see.
Next, you needed to lie in wait for the opportune moment to punch in that secret key code, just to find me. Keeps going and going. She's definitely passionate. The way she just takes an idea and runs with it. A lot of people might find that weird, but I kind of dig it. Just like Nana. She has a lot of imagination. I wonder if she's a writer or something. Maybe she went to art school. And how you would have snuck out, I wonder. I could have helped, but for a price. Ashley finally realized she'd been babbling to herself for a good couple minutes. Oops. Sometimes I get swept up in a good story. I mean, I gotta find some way to make this job more interesting. Is it really that dull here? No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement than beeps and boops, screaming children, broken machines. Yeah. You aren't really painting the best picture here. Oh, jeez, I don't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I've got things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, cosplays to make. Cosplay? As we switch topics, it's like she's a completely different person. Ashley's eyes light up and she smiles. Yeah, you know, like dressing up as your favorite video game or TV character. I love it. It's so empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it proudly. It's even better when people recognize what character you are. Like that one time that my roommate dressed as Orko and so many people recognized them. Empowering, really. Granted, she certainly had the power to stop my heart for a few beats.
Yes!
Definitely. You want to try? Got a favorite game character? I can help you make your first cosplay if you want. In fact, I made this one. I think Ashley's pointing to her flamingo costume, but it's a little hard to tell with our hands as feathers. So Pinky is your creation intentionally? Yep. Looks pretty good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it? I'd probably stitch my hands together if I tried that. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like that. Or if I get enough thread running between them. Pretty impressed, though. Naomi was going on about craftsmanship of games. Clearly, you're digging on craftsmanship of costumes. Aw, thanks! It's nice when hard work is appreciated. I wear it around the Funplex to liven up the crowds, get people pumped to play some games, and the kids seem to adore it. That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far. No crowds to pump up, or kids to be adored by. Hey, secret between you and me? Ashley motions for me to come closer. She leans in, glances around the room once, then talks in a hushed tone. I did some repairs on Pinky overnight. I had to restitch the left arm, and I was giving her an old test drive to make sure it doesn't fall off. Huh. Limbs falling off seems bad. Oh, it was. Yesterday I was dancing with a little girl, must have been like 5 or 6 years max. Anyway, we were next to Showtime stage and she tugged on my arm and whoosh! Thought she was gonna lick you. Off came the arm. Girl instantly started bawling. Well, at least you're consistently scaring people and it's not just me. Wouldn't put it above Ashley, but as far as I remember, that never happens in game.
Nope.
Hey now. I don't want that to happen again. I felt so bad. But enough about me. What about you? So you're Carl's replacement? Yeah, I guess so. I'm the new floor attendant. I attend to the floor. The floor is a thing I am attending to when I'm not going into cardiac arrest. At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure. I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I do have a sense of humor. She'll be so proud. I assume you've already met Francine. Have you had a chance to meet Gavin and Naomi yet? Yeah, I met them already, although it seems like they aren't too keen on each other. Right? Ashley rolls her eyes and lets it aside. I wish they would hurry up and make out already. Oh, yes. Wait. Seriously? So, are they going out? Nope. But they're always bicker like an old married couple. It's classic anime cliche. The ones who fight always end up together. Mark my words, Holden. Consider them marked.
Beep beep.
Beep beep. Holden. What's that sound? Drat, I set an alarm for when lunch break was over. Time to go back to the grindstone. I didn't even get a chance to eat.
What? No!
That's no good. Holden needs their calories. You eat up. We'll go watch the floor, in fact. How about I take over a ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor a bit. Fair enough, thanks. Ashley winks before her face disappears into the dark recesses of the inhuman mask. As I'm wolfing down rice in the shape of a little heart, it occurs to me I didn't actually ponder my first impressions of Ashley yet. Let's see. She's amazing. I like her. The way Ashley's whole expression changed when she talks about things she's passionate about just warms my heart. Her beaming energy just lights up the whole room. I wonder if one day I'll be that excited about something. Anyway, with lunch in my belly and break time complete, the second half of my workday began. Rolling into the afternoon, the crowd starts to fill out. School's done. Late rising pros are heading out to their arcades of choice. With Ashley covering the desk, my job is to wander the floor looking for problems, or potential problems, or just making sure everything's A-okay. But for starters, it's a good moment to collect my thoughts. I think I'm off to a decent start with my coworkers. Good first impressions at any rate. Cooperation's been going to be a must. I've had awful coworkers before, and they can really drag down your day. Hang on, no time for daydreaming. I think I spot. Let's see. 3 possible issues to look into. I should have time to get to all of them, but which do I tackle first? Irate customer near Mr. Moopy's. Someone cursing up a storm at Fist of Discomfort. Or a loud crowd at Showtime stage. Probably the irate customer. My mutant floor attendant senses detect danger from the left-hand side of the arcade. I quickly rush all 30 feet. Oh well. Taco time! I quickly rush all 30 feet to the scene of the crime, writing in progress. Come on! Hurry the fuck up and finish your game! Do you work here? I saw you work behind a desk earlier. Note to self, ask Gavin for a name tag or something. Yep, I'm holding the floor attendant. Well, stop attending the carpets and attend to me. I want this to wrap up his damn game so I can play. Ashley's face is obscured beneath her costume mask, but I can feel her wince as this man curses up a blue streak. Sir, there are children There are children. That's it! Please keep the swearing to a minimum. You kick this fat piece of shit off this game and all sing Marietta Lou Lamb all you want. You're gonna know how to hear the fat piece of shit side of the story before rushing to a judgment. I tap the player on the shoulder. I have heartburn! He doesn't notice my tapping. So, I tap again twice. Sir, there are other players waiting to give Mr. Boopy's Magic Maze a spin. Curiously, the player looks up at the game's marquee. Thank you, Naomi, which simply reads Moopy. You know this game's full name? Sure, I played it a lot when I was a kid. It's actually called Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, right? Wizards and pellets and monsters and that stuff? Yeah. Bit terse, as he's laser focused on the game, and I can see why. He's currently sitting on 714,900 points. Holy crap, that's a heck of a high score. Or as this other guy would probably put it, holy fuck, that's a fucking high score. Excuse me? Right. Sir, can you please wrap up your game? Nope. I'm keeping good pace here, plenty of lives stocked on par, for getting close to the world record before the kill screen. Somehow, the thick arcade jargon sounds classier when draped in his... Oh, he's got an accent! Like watching some documentary program on the BBC. Yeah, but this is a public arcade, other folks want to play games too. He finishes clearing the current board while pondering the predicament. Okay. At first I think he's stepping away to end this game, but he's letting his stock of 50 extra dudes slowly deplete as he pulls out his wallet. Without a pause, he pulls out $3,000 in cash and holds it out. Will this cover it? You have a cornhole game? That was my favorite thing. I missed the cornhole game. I got the screenshots and everything. This dude's fucking loaded! He could be my sugar daddy, let's go. For a moment I flash back to that movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife and they roll around in the bed covered in money and, cover what exactly? Cost the game. The game itself. I have never seen this much raw cash in one place at any given time. It's not even in 20s, dudes rolling in Benjamins! Cornhole is a funny word, yeah. But my jersey said gay on the back. Need to go back and see if gay is still on the leaderboard. I was like in the top 20. I think I got up to like 15 or something. I tried to beat my score. One moment please. Fortunately, Iris already has my messenger app open for me with Gavin's contact info preloaded. With trembling fingers, I key in. Customer wants to buy Moopy for $3K, what do? Less than a minute, I have my response. Considering we paid $200 for it, plus parts, yes. Absolutely yes. Sell that relic immediately. Well, okay then. Call it bags, but everyone knows that as cornhole, I hate the word too. Yeah. It's bags, but it's cornhole, but it's bags. Bags, not bags. Well, okay then. Although, how's Naomi gonna react to this? Offloading one of her darlings just because Gavin wants to make a 15-fold profit? Yeah, she is! It also feels kind of weird to be taking advantage of this guy's lack of grasp on the real cost of old arcade machines. Yes, it's bags. I knew all this workplace drama was going to catch up to me at some point, but with this rando breathing down my neck, I gotta make a decision. It's yours! It's C3 large is more than fair, it's all yours. I quickly pocket the money, feeling vaguely like a thief who will be eating well tonight, mind you. I would give 1,000 to the guy to get him to fuck off. That's what I would do. You want me to get the dolly and wheel this old thing out of here for you? But he shakes his head. Absolutely not. I'm leaving the game right here where it is. But you bought it! So I can play it whenever I want, for as long as I want, provided nobody else is already playing, of course. Wouldn't be proper to interrupt someone. But I wouldn't want to take it away from the Funplex. Naomi would cry. We can't have that, right? I guess not. Which leaves the rando hopping mad. To be fair, we had been kind of ignoring that he exists. What the fuck, man? What kind of arcade is this anyway? Fuck this. I'm going to Deco's Palace. Yeah. And we just lost a customer, stomping his way out the door. $2,000 or $3,000 is bigger than the amount of money from that guy. Just saying. I made a net profit. No losses here. My manager would be proud of me for that decision. The guy paid me $3,000 for a latte. But it had to be the most cursed latte. You better fucking do it. On the plus side, Naomi won't cry. On the negative side, I just drove Miranda out to the cold. Yeah, he's not cursing anyone out anymore, so we're good.
What a disagreeable fellow.
As for the player, well, he goes right back to playing, eating pellets, zapping ghost monsters, clearing mazes. With the crisis behind us, I can actually focus on who this gonzo rich guy actually is. He seems to care more about than just this game. Take it from someone wallowing around in the lower tax brackets, the rich can do whatever they want, whenever they want. And yet, that's not what this guy did. He could have, but he let us keep the game. He just wanted to play, that's all. And why? Because of Naomi. Because of the Funplex. It's a home and a family for games and for us. Maybe it's for the best I sent that rando out the door in favor of this guy. So you know Naomi? He's happy to talk even while
Of
playing.
course. I'm a Funplex regular. My name's Percy.
Hi, Percy.
I'd hazard you're our new floor attendant. I was here when Francine seated you behind the desk earlier.
That's me, holding these nuts! Arcade Wrangler!
Well then, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to getting to know you better.
So, you've seriously been playing Moopy all day,
What
huh?
can I say? It's my calling. I actually owned a Moopy cabinet once. Had it in my flat. But playing it by myself, all alone in the dark, it's not the same. I need the atmosphere.
Yeah, maybe that's right. Maybe I shouldn't play Bubble Bobble in the house. Dad bod with a heart of gold and a cute accent. Right? He's a ginger. You know, spoilers, but he's gonna be Holden's favorite. Him and Ashley. The beeps and boops.
No, those you eventually learn to filter out. I mean, everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade. I score my best when I'm in real-world conditions.
Does Holden have a new soulmate? Maybe. I mean, I'm
It's all about
single.
the emotions, the laughter and the tears, the excitement of competition. I need that swirling chaos of human emotions around me to play at my finest.
I'm chaos of human emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Naomi gets that. She keeps Moopy in top condition for the day I eventually land my high score. What's the current world record then? About 3.5 million. This guy's been standing here since I was working the morning shift. Hours and hours, and he's still only about 720k into this game? Can't imagine him being in anything but top health condition to try this. Guy's got legs made out of carbon fiber and a bladder of tungsten. I just let a few extra lives drain out whenever I need to go pee. Also, he may be psychic. I feel like I should let him get back to his game, but Burning questions. They burn like fire. How is it he can afford this game? You must have a solid job. You don't mind me commenting on it. That's a lot of money you just have on one person. What do you do for a living? This and that. He doesn't really seem to care to talk about his work. Not in a guarded way, it's just less interesting than his current maze. Maybe he's actually the head of an international diamond smuggling ring. They hide the stones inside the arcade games. Day trading. Huh? Day trading, stocks and bonds. Anybody can do it if they have a head for the numbers. It's just really nothing important. Or maybe he's a day trader.
Don't think so.
I don't think people are defined by their work. I know the arcade is home to those who've made their passion into their work, but it's passion that matters more. I love my passions the same as anyone. I look forward to learning yours as well. When I'm not deep in the middle of the game, I mean. He wants to know me! He's getting more and more distracted by the game. I should leave him be. I have to do a thing about a thing, and that thing might be you later. I'll be seeing you. Mix these nuts. I mix nuts! I mean, we have Cashew, wherever the heck he is. He's on the bed. Oh, that's great. Yet another weird encounter. In a string of weird encounters. By the end, he sounded more like the high-score junkies you hear in the documentaries. Obsessed, driven, kind of strange. I told you you'd regret— No, I don't regret it at all! But that's not the impression I had from the beginning. He smiled when talking about splitting up this arcade. Maybe I was wrong about him. Not sure yet. Let's see what to handle next. Yes, let's go to the cursing person. Mixed nuts Holden. A lot of shouting coming from the center of the arcade where Fists of Discomfort is being played. I remember Iris telling me about it earlier today while I was bored to death at the ticket desk. First, Fist of Comfort, or FOD, is one of the most popular games in the esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for over 6 years. One year, Team Wicked Prodigies took on the Unreal and came back to win in the dying seconds of a tiebreaker match to take home a record $5 million prize pot. That's a lot of moolah. And how? Okay, so how does it work? It's a hybrid of real-time strategy and button mash brawling. Fight your way down to the top and bottom lanes, clearing waves of ninjas, and finally topple the enemy dojo. But that's the action part. The strategy part involves using special abilities, purchase items, and ninja summons. FOD is sheer elegance in its simplicity. The way the different game systems interweave to form one masterpiece of esports perfection. So, summon good ninjas, punch bad ninjas, smash dojo. Imagine people making a reasonable wage off esports gaming. Yeah. Like, wasn't it like $10,000 if you won the Stardew Valley speedrun challenge? They're not treated well, no. Some of those guys be gaming for like 18 hours a day. There's a Blizzard team near me that's actually unionized, which is cool. Like the esports players, pro players are unionized, which is cool as hell. Like, good for them, honestly. I didn't even know that there were unions for esports players, which is so awesome. I think they're one of the first, which is great because like there's a huge union uprising here in this area. I mean, everywhere right now, luckily, but... So, summon good ninjas, punch bad ninjas, smash dojo. I'd say boiling down a rich game of action and strategy played the world over by top gamers in such a way is a bit degrading, but sure, okay. Onion fries. All of which is super interesting and stuff, but... Right now, all I care about is dealing with the loudmouth currently playing the game. The closer I get, the louder the yelling gets. Most of these words are that... Oh, hi. What the actual fuck was that? No, those are definitely all words my mother would disapprove. Not really. You've got to be fucking me. There's no fucking way that this is even plausible. Those hitboxes don't even fucking connect. Fuck this game. Fuck it all night long. Get wrecked. Do you think there was rando kill Rissian? Oh, this is far from over, scrub. I saved up a little something extra special for you. I've been baiting you into attacking my sensei, which you fell for hard. Hi, Maddie. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. Oh, hey. Did I forget to mention that I bought an extra ultimate technique scroll from my dojo? Oops, might be. Wait, what? You haven't been farming. How could... XP share technique with creep waves. I'm great? Hell yeah. I'm also doing great. A little bit of a sore throat, but I'm doing pretty good. Note to self, when I stream this game next, I'm getting a cough drop. Your boy's getting a cough drop. Take this. 5-fold fucking explosive deathclaw technique. What? How'd you defeat me? No!
Oh, GG.
Oh, step on me, mommy
No one
vibes.
can defeat me, Queen Bee.
Yes, I'm Barry. That's a wife right there. Oh boy, she's giving like yellow diamond, but gamer. My dry eyes painfully blinking makes me realize I've been standing here watching intently during that whole exchange. Queen laugh. I wish you'd chosen the romance option at the beginning. Why? Hope your throat gets better. Thank you. It's just I'm not used to talking this much. I got Queen Bee to step on me and it was great. She's also really fun. She actually does step on you? We might have to do multiple playthroughs. I'm in bisexual pain. When you say each character is hot, there are very specific things your character says that calls you out badly. Oh boy, maybe next playthrough I'll go spicy mode. I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but that didn't matter. I was completely sucked in. Couldn't tear my eyes away. It's like watching a train wreck. I mean, if the train was the arcade game and the wreck was that guy's face.
Hey, kid. What are you staring at?
Your eyes.
Never seen a champion of my caliber before?
Oh, seeing as I don't even know how to begin to start, I even consider how to respond to her questions, I opt to take a moment to collect my thoughts. From what I've somehow gathered, she goes by Queen Bee. That jacket she's wearing identifies her as a member of L7 Gaming, an arcade esports team. Respectfully... And she's the most direct, fierce person I've met all day. That's saying a lot considering who I've run into so far. She'd be fun to hang around. With that level of excitement always gushing out, I can only imagine how much enjoyment she gets out of life. What can I say? People love winning. And it seems like she wins a lot, at least, between bursts of... What did I always call it? Saltiness?
Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet-like. It's creepy.
She snaps her fingers to grab my attention.
So, are you gonna f***ing quarter up or not? Think you can best the hottest rising star of L7?
No! From what I've seen, I know I couldn't best a scrub, let alone a professionally competitive player of this game. Nope. No thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play games while I'm working.
You? You work here?
Yeah, dude. I enforce arcade law within this noble funplex. You bet. In fact, I was just hired earlier. I am the new floor attendant. If the game eats your quarter, come to me. Wait, you're serious? Okay then, welcome aboard this runaway train.
Hey, they haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are?
I'm holding these nuts. I think that was actually a weird tactic to have me introduce myself to her. I'm Holden. I did technically just start working here 6 hours ago. It might take them time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a carrier pigeon to an ancient monastery where name tags are forged in vast clay oven. Nah, Gavin's just slacking big time. I'll talk to that silly boy for you. Make sure you get some proper respect. Didn't help my community also want to be separate. I mean, I could be a little bratty for her. I'm ready. Thanks. No problem. We gamers gotta stick together.
I'm Queen Bee, by the way. Aggro-style FOD lane pusher specialist for L7 Gaming.
I don't know what that means. I figured that when you put your arms over your head, cheered and shouted, "No one can defeat Queen Bee."
Hey, I do not sound like that.
No, you don't.
Well, maybe a little.
Anyway, I'm one of the regulars around here besides Pear and Teo. So you'll be seeing a lot of me in the future. Let's hope you last longer than the last guy. Oh great, now she's even making my job a competition. I hope there isn't a betting pool too. You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my many streams on the internet, right? No, I only follow small streamers, sorry. Nope. I literally have no idea what you're talking about!
Oh.
I had this conversation before! What's streaming? That's neat. Really? Have you been living under a rock for the past decade? If you consider it a small yet formidable apartment a rock, then yeah. Oh, you sweet child. You are so innocent and pure. Come, let me show you the path to darkness that is the internet. Well, it's part of my job to know about all the games here. And if Queen Bee is going to give me some insight on the culture around this game, I should take advantage of that. Lead me farther into the dark oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Queen Bee grabs my arm and pulls me closer to the Fist of Discomfort cabinet. I see the whole haphazard pile of text she's got rigged up. You can't just plug in one of these cabs into the internet, so I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. The webcam there broadcasts to my own personal PC back home, which then stream matches live to all my fans. The chat room appears on my phone. How though? They must be on like 7G. Costs a bit to put everything all together, and it takes like half an hour to rig up and test each morning. But after doing it here a couple years, it's easy peasy. Fucking magic. Meanwhile, I made Nana my slave today, trying to figure out a possible 1 or 2 things. This is a universe where 18 never ruined gaming, so presumably online gaming is easier. Probably. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip-on camera, damaging the paint job, I mean. Anyway, I prefer to stream from the Funplex than from home. There's so much to miss out on, sitting by your lonesome, with the console version of FOD, the crowds, the wicked trash talk, the community. Wait, are you broadcasting live right now? Are we live right now?
No way.
Actually, Queen Bee, we're live right now. I'm streaming my date with you. I've got a pretty big tournament coming up, so I try to get as much practice in as possible, even with a bunch of fodder. As in FOD-DER, as in, you know, chum, lunch meat, scrubs, losers. I don't know, you're trying to phone on. Okay, in the 80s, there was a ET game that just critical failure and almost sunk the entire gaming industry when it came to console games and arcade games. It's like landfills are full of these games. I got the idea, yes. Queen Bee sees something out of the corner of her eye and glances around the arcade floor. She gives a nod to someone hanging near the Street Fighter cabinet. Ah, my crew's starting to trickle in. We should be starting team practice soon. Wait, what time is it? At the tone, the time will be 2:25 p.m. Eastern.
Beep beep.
What the?
I gotta go live in 5 minutes! Listen, kid, it's been swell. We'll chat later, right? Sure. One thing, can you keep this writing down at least a little? If it's forbid companies give their excess discontinued product away rather than dump them in a landfill, yeah. Why couldn't they just, like, wipe the technology clean? Like the discs and stuff. Put something else on them. Part of the problem is that they made more of the game than they made of the system. Oh! I didn't know that part. Why would they do that? We've got kids around here, and I don't want you to get in trouble with Gavin. Him? Meh. Good for you. I'll keep it to a PG-13 rating. Now if you'll excuse me, there's some butts out there that I need to kick.
Later.
She could kill me, and I would say thank you. And with a wave and a twirl, she completely abandons me and returns to her Fist of Discomfort game. Queen Bee fires up her broadcast rig, and the shouting and milder swearing start up again. I should probably get out of here before I accidentally end up on the stream. E.T. was more of a straw that broke the camel's back, kind of like the assassination of Franz Ferdinand leading World War I. Okay, yeah. That too. Just a bunch of games were terrible. Passion seems to run deep in this arcade. Everybody's spirit, burning with passion for, well, various things, but hey, passion's passion. She seems to like me, which will make my job easier in the long run. There's a huge FOD community in this arcade, despite being a tiny strip mall joint. Good to know. It's like the go-to that you use as a stopping point. Yeah, exactly. Or like Hitler in Art School. That's another one people talk about a lot. Let's see what to handle next. Showtime stage. In the distance, I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising since the first half of my shift was complete utter solitude. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see that people do come to the arcade, but that's quite the crowd that's assembling. Like larger than Queen Bee's team was, rowdier too. This has to be against some fire code or safety protocol or something, right? Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living, having an escape route in case of emergency is necessary. Time to clear the way, pave my own path of safety. Shrapnel knows more about it than I do. E.T. in the video game Crash. Not World War I. Yeah. Oh, please, if you want to tell me we're talking about it, he can info dump in Info Dump Central. I would love that. As I approach, I see flashing neon lights accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts. It's an auditory flashback right back to 1980. Beep! I can't help but nod my head to the beat. Pulsating mass of people have surrounded Showtime stage, cheering on the current player. The game itself takes up the whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play. Showtime Stage is an ultra-modern arcade smash hit. It uses motion tracking sensors hidden behind the colored spotlights to check dance pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. It's pure dance fever. Can you catch the fever, Holden? I mean, like I said, I did DDR with Noah and I almost passed out, so... I had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season. As the dance ends, one of the players hops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to a young man leaning against a back wall. Hi. Did you see that, Teo? I got my first AA on Stop the Beat.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, they're twins. Yeah, dude. You're doing great. Remember last month, you couldn't even pass that song. Totes impressive. I'm gonna keep practicing, and one day, maybe I'll even surpass you. Hey, I hope you do. And when you do, you can be the one who brings in new dancers and teaches them how to play. As the next song starts, my eyes shift from their conversation to observe the gyrations and intricate limb movements coming from Showtime stage. I feel my head bobbing and my foot tapping. Hey, it's a really catchy song. Can you blame me? I'm really into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder.
Care to dance?
How about you? Want to take the spotlight? In public? I did not. I'm over dancing with strangers. You know what dancing leads to? Leads to babies. Be falling on my face. From all these people. Either that or one of my customers enjoying a trip to the emergency room with a shattered foot. Or my forehead gets cut open. Or babies. Yeah. I'd rather not horribly embarrass myself right now. Let's save that for later.
Bummer.
Tis a downright shame, but you can't blame me for trying. How could I resist to ask a person such as yourself? You caught my eye the moment you walked over.
Hey, wait. You're new here, right?
Yeah. Very.
Name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Teo.
Teo's the best! Greatest guy here! He's sort of like our leader, yeah?
Oh, please, I'm nothing really.
You got a hot bod. Cool hair, an aesthetic. Looks directly into my eyes. I got autism.
I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're all super close.
You got a Discord I could join and slowly, you know, worm my way into the community politely until I have a panic attack and then not talk in the server for several months?
I think you'd be a perfect addition to our gang. So, what do you say? Play our silly dancing game?
Oh, so very you rock. You make me laugh. Teo stretches his arm to me, waiting for my hand to grab his. Alright. Let's stretch. Okay. Sure. I wasn't sure about this guy, but Teo's persistent and spirit are damned infectious. Who cares if I mess up horribly, fall down, and crack my skull open? As a kid, I remember stomping around on dance mats. Why not try out 20XX hottest dance game? Even if I technically don't know how to play yet. Without thought, I take his hand. Sure, why not? As I'm about to step up to the stage, an ominous shiver crawls down my spine. I glance over, spot Ashley standing behind the ticket counter. I can't see her face behind the mask, but I can totally sense she's glaring daggers my way. It's creeping me out. On second thought, I'm actually supposed to be working right now. I'm the new floor attendant, Holden. Really? I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at Showtime stage, now that I think about it. He's out, and I'm in. It's currently year 0 of the floor attendant Holden regime.
Hello there.
Well, it's an honor to meet you, Holden. I hope we get to know each other well. Indeed. For someone that loves Showtime stage as much as you do, I haven't actually seen you play yet. True, most of the time during these meetups, I tend to let everyone else play. I go around and make sure everyone is happy and having a blast. But what about you and your feelings? My happiness comes from making other people happy. I mean, I can be a little bit greedy, so that's all I need. Which is well and good, but I still need to deal with this crowd and how best to handle it. That's a little too forward. Fuck it, let's go. Good, we can start by getting into workplace safety together. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you gotta break up the band. Unless you want to film one of those retro 1960X public service announcement videos where someone loses a leg dancing off the stage into the crowd. Guess we're kind of overdoing it a little. Shaking hands with danger. Hey, when the heat is on and the lights are shining, these things happen. I'll take care of it. Luckily, the song that was being played just finished. Teo jumps up on the stage, cups his hands over his mouth. Hey, listen! We need to keep this area to the left of the stage clear. Man, but why? Like my spot. Hey now, you know the deal. We all have to be cool about fire safety. It's Holden's first day, so let's show them some respect. See everyone turn around and glare at me. Great. Now I'm known as the party pooper. Guess I've had worse reputations in my lifetime. Like that one time I had to close the pool because of that dirty bandage floating in the water. No one would talk to me for a week. Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Holden's just doing their job. Yeah, if there's a dirty bandage in the pool, that's a bloodborne pathogen hazard. Like, come on. You need to be well unaware of all the dangers exposed blood can be. Reluctantly, the crowd reshuffles itself in a semi-orderly fashion. As a former lifeguard, a single dirty band-aid, you just throw that shit out and keep rolling. You can tell I work food service that blood is important. As everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Teo jumps down and comes back to me. Better? I nod, genuinely impressed how Teo can capture his community's attention. They listen to him and have the utmost respect for him. Yeah, actually, much better.
Didn't mean to cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course you know.
Yeah.
Hey, you should still join us later. Maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be here dancing until closing time.
Okay. If it was a big old bloody bandage, that's different. But a small bandage, yes. That's different. That is indeed different. As long as the dancing is within the law, carry on, Officer Holden has spoken. I start to walk away, ready for my next venture, when I remember something I should do. Back to Teo. Hey, thanks.
No problem.
You want to work here? Why not? Well, I feel nice and accomplished. I was able to uphold the safety of the arcade like a model employee. I say that's pretty good for my first day. Even Gavin's got to be impressed, right? With that business sorted out, it's time to leave Showtime stage. Arcade's now at peace. My work here is done. Well, actually, we're a few hours from closing time, so my work isn't quite done yet, you know? So at peace, in fact, that I don't even notice the underboss of the arcade sliding up behind me.
Good day.
Not bad for a first day so far. I've been keeping tabs on you. Well, others have been, and they've been texting me. You know, you should consider getting a proper group chat app going. I've got a crappy phone plan, my texts aren't free. Valid point. I'll look into that.
Impressive.
I'm impressed with how you handle yourself. I think you're going to work out just fine. Anyway, I prepared your paperwork. If you'd like to go sign it and make this working relationship a bit more above board.
Yeah.
So you're staying? Please tell me you're staying. I mean, I fed you and everything. Red Scene hasn't fired them yet, right? Adorable nightmare drives the importance. Promptu staff gathering. Holden's off to a great start. Here's to your first day, followed by many more. Don't you two have jobs to attend to? Just ordered a replacement power supply for Robotron. Nothing left to do for the day. Not that many kids around for me to entertain. Finally, quiet moment. My dream job has been going a mile a minute since I got here. Is it my dream job? Taking this job was a risk. The arcade business was a risk, and I knew if I didn't leap into it, well, I'd stay utterly stuck in life. It's been a strange kind of day. Hectic, stressful, surreal at times, but I've been riding that wave, riding it well. My coworkers seem just as strange, which is a plus. We're all in this together. I could find some kindred spirits with this crew. So, dream job? Could be. Very well could be. We've only got a few hours till closing, and it's nice and quiet. How about we game a bit? Speak for yourself. I've still got paperwork to handle. Oh, come on, don't act like you don't game. Irrelevant. I know your dirty little secret. What, Naomi? You sneak in early each morning to play pinball. You're a pinball wizard. Well, what of it? I bring order to chaos. Pinball's very expression of that art form. You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tourney! The girls are giggling, and I'm finding myself smiling right alongside them. All in all, not a bad way to end my first day. I like this game. I'm invested. The writing is great. The characters are great. Oh shit, there's still more.
This afternoon.
Booked a birthday party. The looks of confusion and outright terror on their faces, all laughter, dying off immediately.
Sorry, I meant to tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot.
A birthday party? How old are the kids, may I ask? It's her fifth birthday. Oh, to be young again. 5-year-olds? Naomi starts pulling her hair, eyes wide, trembling. Throwing ski balls overhand into the glass, jumping up and down on pinball machines. Yes, a child. Putting chewing gum into coin slots. Pulling at my costume, tearing off pieces of it. Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We've survived kids' birthday parties before. Doom, the end is nigh.
I hate to get in the way of all the fun. Yep, it's time for my afternoon nap anyway. Have fun, dears.
Right, battle stations, everyone. I'll take the ticket desk so I can oversee operations. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damage. Holden, roaming duty. Look for trouble. Do what you can. Prepare yourselves. They are coming. Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it is seen. Parents pulling into the parking lot, minivans disgorging kindergartners, and suddenly... Ah! Don't forget to save! Oh shit. Save. An explosion of small humans rushes the doors, bursting into the arcade before scattering every which way. Even before any of them can get the tokens, they're grabbing at joysticks, mashing buttons, eager to get their game on, or even just pretend to be playing. God! I feel like I'm at work! Oh wait. The crew assumes battle stations, Naomi by the fragile pinball machines. Ashley near the door, trying to distract the incoming kids to greet them. Gavin, armed with pre-stacked $10 rolls of tokens, quickly exchanges them with the adults. Beats waiting in line at the change machines. As for the pro gamers, well, Queen Bee and Teo's friends bolt from the exit, abandoning them, keen on getting out ahead of the surge of kitties, I guess. That's all very well and good, but I've got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Roaming duty, Gavin said. Look for trouble, Gavin said. I mean, I was doing that before, but now the chaos has multiplied. For a few minutes, I'm like a pinball being bounced around. Like that frog trying to cross a highway for traffic. Eventually, I spot 3 possible problems on the rise, and Holden, professional floor attendant, is ready to attend them. Which one of these should I tackle first, though? I may not be able to deal with all of them in time. 2 kids fighting over a box of cupcakes near Naomi and Ashley. Angry adults shouting at a kid near Teo and Queen Bee. A little girl crying over her stolen tickets near Percy and Gavin. I'm gonna go for the adult first. Because the adults actually have the leverage here. The sounds of hardship call to me from Fast Cars 5 racing games. Shouting adults and crying children are never particularly good signs. I hope beyond hope that I can take this on. I shake the discomfort off. Now's not the time to doubt myself. I need to find out what's going on and stat. As I get closer to the revving of the engines and the clacking of shifting gears, I see a grown woman berating a cowering boy.
I didn't.
Admit it! Yeah, I know what you did, you brat. You manipulated my precious son to put his tokens in your game. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm sorry. Children like you are the absolute worst. Garbage. Ma'am, keep your voice down. There's no need to shout at a child, no less. What's going on here? This jerk of a boy stole my sweets beyond such sweet Josh that he should be put his own tokens into the racing machine so he could play it for free. Yeah, don't yell at the children, they're garbage. Oh wait, do not yell at the children that they're garbage, yeah. Josh earned those tokens from his own allowance, and I won't let some devil child steal his money. Let's just take a moment to calm down, okay? Before I say anything else, I spot Queen Bee and Teo out of the corner of my eye. Queen Bee looks infuriated and Teo has buried his face in his hand. Actually, now that I stop and think about it, they might have some insight. The racing games are right next to the Showtime stage. Teo probably had a good vantage point of the whole thing if he was dancing on stage. And just by the way Queen Bee's brows are furrowed, I can tell something is not sitting right with her. I could ask one of them for their help. Or I could try to solve this one by myself. Kind of want to go with Queen Bee. Since Queen Bee has been consumed by rage, I bet she knows really what's going on here. I have her over to join us and attempt to reach out to her for guidance. Ma'am, I know you're upset right now, but I think that lady is a fucking no good piece of shit. Nope, not helping. This is in fact the furthest away from help. Okay. Boo. Teo was right next to the action when it went down. I just had to check in with him. Ma'am, I know you're upset right now, but if you please stop shouting, we can get this all settled. Teo, I refuse to calm down until this child's been appropriately punished. That such disrespect is tolerated in this arcade is appalling. Oh, I'm giving you the worst online reviews ever. Teo jumps down from the stage and approaches the shouting woman. He puts his hands up.
Sheesh.
Simmer down, simmer down. This can be explained with science. Really? I mean, right, of course. Teo, by all means, elaborate. Teo walks past us and right up to Fast Cars 5. He casually slumps in the driver's seat and then motions to us to come near. Let me show you both something. Teo points at the car console. It's got a wheel, which is fantastic and totally necessary for a driving game. Pedals, gear shift, so on. But the feature Teo draws our attention to are 2 coin slots, which are vertically stacked, one on top of the other. Okay, so this is where you drop your tokens in to play the game. However, do you see how it's practically in the middle of these 2 identical consoles? Which game does the top slot belong to? The right-hand or the left-handed game? Probably the right. It's obviously the right one, right? Correct? Of course not, fool, it's the left one.
Exactly.
Holden is correct. What? Preposterous. See, these import games can be confusing. I'm sure your son just put his token in the wrong slot. Common mistake really happens all the time. Considering how confused I was, I could see how a small child would be just as, if not more confused. Honestly, mine was just a lucky guess. I give Teo a grateful look, happy that the crisis has been dealt with. The frustrated customer would undoubtedly apologize for yelling at the boy now. How dare you imply my precious Josh was wrong? Can't believe the gall of some people. Josh? Josh, get over here. We are leaving this horrible arcade, right now. Oh, did you see that one coming? Woman scoops up her child and storms out the front door. Yeah, once again, there's no solving Karens. They just want to be mad. They want to be validated for their anger. Sorry, I'm not going to validate toxic behavior. I don't think we'll see her son anymore, and frankly, I'm cool with that. Once they're gone, Teo looks back at me from the driver's seat and shrugs.
No can do.
There's no pleasing some people. I feel sorry for her son. That's no way to treat a kid. I like the back instead of the arcade area. Yeah. There's sprightly and happy demeanor shifted slightly. Eyes glazed over as he lifts into the distance. I haven't seen Teo act like this before. Does he have mommy issues? I should check in with him. You, feeling okay? I know it's really none of my business, but I should make sure Teo's okay. Seems like he really can empathize with the kid's plight. Hey, everything alright? You need anything? After pausing for a moment, the fire returns behind his eyes. Yeah, I'll be okay. Just remind me how I get treated. By teachers, notably. Space out in class. Daydreaming. And they drake me over the coals just for it to assert authority. Total overkill.
Bummer.
Really bums me out to see the adults mistreat kids this way, you know? I like to treat people with respect, even when they're in the wrong. Like you just saw now with that woman. I appreciate you taking some time to ask me, you know? Shows you got respect too, and empathy. You're a kind person, Holden. But I'm not that important. You should make sure that boy's safe and sound.
Catch you later.
I'm heading back to Showtime stage. Holler if you need anything. He's great! What the heck? After poking around a bit, I managed to find the kid. Still shaken up from the whole ordeal. Hey, sorry about all that. You gonna be okay? I think so. I swear I didn't do anything. The other kid just came up out of nowhere and dropped his token in my slot. After I lost it, got off the game and offered it to him, he just ran away. Then that woman approached you and started yelling. The boy nods, wiping his snotty nose on his shirt. Uh-huh. If it's any consolation, that bad lady's gone. And I don't think she's gonna ever come back. Boy's cheeks, still streaked with tears, left a smile spread on his face.
Thank you.
Thank you, and tell that nice man thanks for sticking up for me too. I nod, boy scurries off, rejoin some of his other friends. Right, that's sorted out. Other two situations are about to spin out of control. Only got time to deal with one of them. Two kids fighting over cupcakes, or a little girl crying over stolen tickets. I feel like the cupcakes, because we don't supply them, are none of our business. You recommend the cupcakes? Oh yeah, the cupcakes can make a mess. You're right, I want to avoid a mess. I can smell disaster on the wind. Oh, save. Okay. Okay, I can smell disaster on the wind, and it smells sweet. As in, I can smell that box of birthday cupcakes one of the parents left near the ticket desk. Kids swarming around it, scavenging for their favorite icing colors. At first, my inner child is merely offended that someone thought one of those icing blobbed cupcake cakes was superior to their actual birthday cake. But there are clearly larger issues at stake than that.
I want a chocolate! Don't take all the chocolate!
Me!
I want 2 cupcakes. Give me 2 cupcakes.
Also me!
Fair! Everybody gets one, and mine's gotta be chocolate!
Of course, the kid at the front grabs the last one.
Finders keepers, losers weepers.
Parents aren't paying attention. They're too busy complaining about their jobs and the weather and the PTA and stuff. Meaning when the first cupcake is thrown, nobody is there to stop it.
Ah, stop it, stop it!
I want chocolate!
As blobby wads of icing and sponge cake go flying, I glance over to the coin-op games, which are about to get caught in the crossfire. Naomi, who's busy trying to unjam the joystick, one of the kids waggled too hard, looks up to see the cupcake onslaught coming her way. So does Ashley, whose fuzzy costume is a nice and inviting target for flying confectionery. Act fast, Holden. I feel like if I try to save them both, it's not gonna work out. It's gonna get them both hit. God. The game's harder to fix. Quickly, I hurl myself into action. Get down, Mr. Numbness sets in as multiple rounds of frosting-coated mortar fire impact against my body. When I finally hit the ground, my clothes are totally ruined. Get down, Mixed President! But alas, my noble self-sacrifice could not save them both. That's President D's nuts. Got hit in D's nuts.
What? No!
Oh. Get the Tide Pen, quick! Pinky the Funplix Flamingo is now covered in a wide variety of icing colors from across the visible spectrum. Oh no, you were so young and poor! Oh, pure! Well, yes, I also was poor, but... Hey, Naomi. It's so cold! Will I still hold him? I won't let you die on me. I'm not dying, it's just... icing's cold, sticky, and gross. Not poor! Like when we were watching Mean Girls and then she makes fun of poor people and I'm like... Oh. By this point, the lackadaisical parents have finally noticed the pastry wars and are busy rounding up the combatants for various scoldings. Aw man, my costume's just wrecked! I need to get out of this ASAP and put some stain treatment on it. Well then, can you cover the floor for me? So it's my fault you got kicked? Absolutely. Not your fault. I mean, I guess the games cost more than fuzzy felt. I'll be back ASAP.
Thank you.
That's so brave of you. I mean, okay, it was just cupcakes, but still, that was so brave. You saved the game we worked on together. Actually, it's only now that I noticed the Joust game was protected from a severe sustained cupcaking. I'm Naomi's hero of the day. She's smiling at me expectantly. Quick, hold and say something cool. No mere human pastry can defeat me. It'll take more than a wad of icing on a tiny amount of cake dough to put me down for the count. Bring it on, hit me with a sheet cake, a Fudgy the Whale ice cream cake. I can take it and come back for more. Yes, well, let's not actually invite diabetes upon your person, but thank you. It's good to know you're willing to step up for me like this. I'd better finish out my work here and get out of the way of the party. And you've got more work to do. Good luck! With a brief nod from Gavin, I snatched one of the official Funplex t-shirts to replace my cupcaked top. After a few minutes in the bathroom to change and wipe the icing off my pants, I'm ready to go again. Good old Joust. 2 problems in the can. You'll deal with that crying kid by the skee-ball machine. Oh, she's gone. Well, crap. First he looks up briefly from clearing level 78 of Moopy. Looking for that girl? I think her parents took her home. Party turned sour for her, I suppose. Drat, wasn't fast enough. You can't be everywhere all at once, Holden. Cheer up, love. Don't call me love! Makes me think of Ready Player One. Good book or movie. Haven't read the book, haven't seen the movie. Might, I don't know. We might put it on the list. You're still doing better than the last guy who stood at your post. Seconded. Saw you deal with that obnoxious parent and with the cupcake war. You did well today. Seeing Given actually smiling is weird. But I'm not gonna say no to praise from my sub-boss. I like the book better than the movie. Takes more time to explore the character growth. Movie has fun visuals, though. You're right. Things seem to be cooling down. I suggest you take a few minutes in the break room while there's a lull in the action. Ashley and I will handle things for now, and she can swap off when you come back. Percy ducks out of the conversation without actually moving anywhere, refocusing on his game. The reveals have much better payoff. Yeah. I'll have to put that on my list. I could use a few minutes. Yeah, thanks, Gavin. I'll be right back. I slip away, headed for the employee lounge. What kind of out of nowhere in the movie? I wish I had time to read. Maybe I'll get an audiobook. Let's save. What a day. Quirky coworkers, diehard pro gamers, volatile kids, getting into volatile situations. I'd say it's a recipe for wackiness. Or some such cliche, but nothing's an easily dismissed cliche when it's happening to you directly. Frankly, I'm exhausted. Can recommend? Okay, cool. I've been listening to podcasts in the car, so I thought once I'm done with my podcast, I might try audiobooks. Because podcasts are basically like audiobooks. Read that one in paper format. Usually when I do audiobooks, I read the physical book at the same time. But I'm getting really good at like doing... I need to do something else while I listen to podcasts, so that's what I do when I'm driving. And so audiobooks will help that too. Drop down into one of the cheap folding metal chairs in the employee break room, groaning and rolling my head back to try and work the kinks out of my sore shoulders. My community is dedicated to audiobooks. Yeah, I've been listening to podcasts. Listened to a Homestuck one. I listened to one called Midnight Burger. That was really good. Now I listened to Camp Here and There. That one was good. And then I'm listening to one now called Today's Lucky Winner, and that one's really good. Maybe I'll go on Infodump Central and talk about my podcasts. I dropped down in one of those cheap folding metal chairs in the employee break room, groaning and rolling my head back, and I try to work the kinks out of my sore shoulders. And spot an upside-down kid. Huh? Oh wait, I'm the one leaning backwards. Sit up, turn around instead. Better. Wait, what's a kid doing back here? When I used to commute, audiobooks were a lifeblood, one of the few things I kind of miss about commuting. Struggle to focus on audiobooks while I'm at the... Yes, I struggle so much. I just need, like, a visual. It's easier to, like, imagine things when you're driving, because, like, the drive is so boring, and it, like, stimulates my brain enough that I can, like, imagine things while still being able to keep my eye on the road. And I also love the fact that, like, I can... If I go back a couple minutes, I'll remember exactly where I was driving when I heard it. It's very funny. Wait, what's a kid doing back here? Hey, I think he was hoping I wouldn't notice him. Hi. Gotta love ADHD. Hi, and you are? Mikey. Okay, that's a start. Hi, Mikey. My name's Holden. What are you doing back here? This is employees only area. Wait, there's a keypad. How'd you get in? The guy at the desk He holds out a piece of paper with a door code written on it. Huh. Score 1 for Ashley's wild storytelling being of more fact than fiction. Okay, but you can't stay back here. It's, well, I don't see any knives or stabbing implements left out in this open. So I guess it's technically safe, but...
Please don't send me back out there.
Well, this is curious. I lean in so we can both be on the same eye level. Something wrong? You can tell me. I work here. I'm the person who solves the problems.
No problems. Just don't want to go out there.
You need some, like, earplugs or something? Do you want to play with your friends? Using the most cynical, bitter laugh I've ever heard out of a kindergartner.
I don't got any friends. I don't know anybody here.
Aww.
My family just moved to the city. And before that, we lived in another city. And one more for that, but I was too little to remember. Mom told me to come to the party anyway, and I didn't want to, but she took me anyway. And then she left because she's got to work.
New kid in town, huh? Nods mutely. Dad! Still, I should have busted him then and there. Brought him back out to the party where the other parents could supervise him. Should have told Gavin I should have enforced the rules of the arcade. Okay, kid, I won't tell on you. If you want to stay back here for the rest of the party, I'll keep you company. Thanks. You really won't tell my mom? Nope. Well, I thought you'd want to make me go. You're an adult like Mom. Hey, I wasn't always an adult. I was a kid once. New kid in town, in fact. You were the new kid? Yeah, although for me, that started happening back when I was 10. Again and again, moving from town to town, school to school, and never really making any friends. Not for years. Mom and Dad kept losing jobs, taking new ones, worse ones. They'd be working all day long, too tired when they came back home to do much of anything. After years and years of this, I stopped hoping things would get better. I decided I'd just take what I could get. We are still kids on the inside. With the flow. What's that mean? Means you don't care. Some things are good, some things are bad, but you don't care. You just do what you have to do without really being sad over it.
But that sounds so sad. You weren't sad?
I mean, yeah?
It's sad to never care about anything, right?
You care, actually. So it was sad. Just told myself I wasn't going to be sad, even though I really was. And I bite my tongue hard. Because my little involuntary trip down memory lane was not helping this kid out. Would have helped little Holden out if an adult did this for me. Instead, I decided to be the adult that little Holden would have needed. Wow! This is affirmative! You know what helps me when I'm sad? Peace and quiet. That's why you came back here, right? All the beeps and boops, kids laughing, All the craziness. It's too much. But that's okay. You need a quiet moment? I'll be right here with you. Okay. We sit there in silence for a time. I flip through my phone, but only half-heartedly. I want to be ready if he wants to talk. For a few minutes he's okay with tugging at his shoelaces and looking at the floor. I don't know what to do. Everybody's having fun, I don't know how. I don't know how to make friends and have fun. I can't even try, I just mess up. It's tricky, that's for sure. But there's a good thing all about going with the flow, too. It's not always sad. Think of it like... Okay, imagine a cup of water. Huh? A cup of water. What happens when you pour it into a bowl? Is the water still shaped like a cup? That's a silly. It's bull-shaped. Exactly. People can be like water, too. You know how to be quiet and peaceful. And you just need to know how to flow. Watch the kids out there. Watch who they talk to. Listen to what they talk about. And when you hear something you can talk about, when it looks like they want to talk but have nobody to talk to, that's when you can have some fun. I promise. Some of the kids out there are just as sad. They want to have fun and don't know how. You could be the friend they need. And Mickey's smiling. I have a goofy grin of not the high happiness, just simple understanding. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, I'll go back to the party, and I'll be a cup of water. I take his hand to lead him out to the back, to the main room. That was sweet! And off he goes. Not feeling myself, I know I haven't fixed all of Mikey's problems, I'm no child psychologist. It was entirely me, flying by the seat of my pants. Which psychologists do? But for one moment there, I was able to help someone in the same crappy situation I found myself long ago. 15 years ago. Everything changed. No more family vacations, no more arcade visits. I couldn't afford them. I couldn't take time off work. The whole D's nuts family had to learn to settle, to accept a lot in life we've been dealt, to simply go with the flow, never hoping, never wanting. Juniper did her best to pull me out of that mire. I'd only known her a few years. One of the few stable times in my life, but she knew the edge I'd been pushed to. Now, here I am. Today has been, well, bonkers. Alternatively boring and hectic, surreal and way too real. But I can honestly say I'm more alive today than I have been in a very, very long time. Beep beep, beep beep. Hold in. My emotional voice analysis subroutines combined with your body language suggest you're very happy right now. Yeah, I guess I am. How'd you know? I just told you, silly. I mean, how'd you know I love this job so much?
I know.
Oh, that's easy. I didn't. What? I lied. I was 47% sure. Oh, it has elements that seem to click with your optimal social requirements. Fun atmosphere, spirited coworkers, helping people out, and so on. I also cross-referenced your roommate's postings, talking about how much you enjoyed arcade visits when you were a kid. Still, 47%.
99.97%.
But I was 99.97% sure that if I said I was 99.97% sure, you'd be willing to give it a try. Another thing to thank Juniper for, I guess. You're a very weird little app, you know.
Hooray!
I try to be. Where do I get one? That was great. When the car is pulling up in the parking lot, looks like the party's over. Just about closing time for the arcade anyway. Most of the gamers have filed out by now. They hadn't already fled the tidal wave of kitties. My first impulse is to go bug Gavin about my paperwork. But, that can wait. I'd rather go help someone with the tidying up. Let me see how our VIP gamers are doing. I don't have time to run around checking in with everyone, though. Okay. It is pretty late. I do want to keep playing. I wanted to wait till the end of the day, but... Wowie! I need to raid off because I got to go work in the morning. I have to be employed. Chapter should be over soon? I mean, I want to talk to everybody. I think so? I already went past. I was gonna stop, right? And then the party happened. I was like, oh shit. Fair enough, though. Sleep is important, yeah. I have to open tomorrow. I'm so tired. I'm like vicariously living through this job. Like this game's fulfilling me. Yeah. I'm so fulfilled. Thank you for influencing me to play this game. Let's see who's live. We could raid Gender Meowster. I love Gender Meowster. They're cool. They're fun. And they're playing Zelda. I'm so glad. I was excited to see you starting it. Yeah. I'll probably do this... Since I'll probably just be streaming Tuesdays and Thursdays for a while, I'll probably alternate between Stardew Valley and Arcade Spirits every other week. Just so that I can get through my games, you know? Unless I decide to do impromptu streams throughout the week, if I have the energy for it, I would not mind. So anyway, tomorrow is an important day, if you didn't know about it. If you didn't know, where to go? Boom! Tomorrow's my 2-year streamiversary, and that will be at 7:30. Yeah, 7:30 instead of 8. So I will be dressed up as Sexy Spampton, and it will be a grand old time. We'll just be watching stream clips and having a fun time, so that will be tomorrow, 7 p.m. EST. So, 23 hours if that helps. Oh boy! Oh boy! How long to beat.com said 15 hours is the average, but I like to talk! So, Sexy Spampton's tomorrow, so can't wait for that. And so I'll see you guys tomorrow for a good time. So if you haven't heard it yet today, please remember that I love you and give Gender Meowster the same love. And see you tomorrow.